Hello, everybody. Today, oh my God, it's Sunny's birthday today. I just realized. Oh wait.
Tomorrow.
No, sorry, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Stop. It's tomorrow.
Bro.
It's 4/3. He's gonna be 1 year old. Sorry, I got confused because Bruce's birthday's on the 2nd. His birthday's on
February 2nd, yeah.
4/3. So confusing. All the boys' birthdays are crazy. No, it's 4th. Is it? No, that doesn't make sense.
What's going on?
Should I Google it?
Teddy's is June 4th. Bruce's is February the 2nd.
Yeah.
And Sunny's is 4/3, I think, which would be tomorrow. So their birthday is 2, 3, 4.
Right, I guess I see what you mean.
Isn't that crazy? Is that insane? So he's gonna be a year old. That's not true. It's not true.
Who's this episode brought to you by?
It's brought to you by the one, the only, the irreplaceable, the always redeemable Sundays for Dogs.
Hey.
Where my dog's at? Woo! What'd you get there? You got something special?
Yeah, Abby sent this to Lena, Teddy, and Bruce singing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
I haven't seen this. What the hell? Where's my fucking?
dear AB.
Why is AB getting videos with my kids? Okay, wait. What's happening? Okay, hold on. No, you could. I think it's fine.
Are you, because it's in Discord, can you not figure out how to?
No, there was 2 playing at once. I got it open.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Show this?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind showing them like here and there.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear AB.
Oh, that's for you. Okay, that's
Yeah.
I thought it was for Sunny.
No.
Yay!
Wow.
Wow, that's so good.
They're so cute. I get birthday messages from them too every year.
That's so. I love them, by the way.
Same.
By the way.
Did you say thanks, Lena?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Oh, because I wasn't saying I love you. By
No,
the
I
way.
think
Oh,
there's
no.
I think one of you guys didn't hear the other in that combo, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that you
I
love
said I
them.
love them, by the way, and you
I
said thanks.
No, I said same.
Oh, you said same.
Yeah, like I love them too.
Thanks.
Sure.
Same, me too.
I mean, I do
Same.
love you, just not in like the same way, you know.
Of course.
Just to be clear. I love you so much. I'm gonna give you a kiss. You can do it. Nate's back. Welcome back from Oaxaca.
I'm from, I went to Sinaloa. That's where the wedding was.
Oh, where was it?
Sinaloa.
How was it? Good time?
Oh, it was great. Yeah. It was, I was busy the entire time, so the trip went by super quick.
Were you have an honored position in the wedding?
I was a padrino, which means I gave them someone to spend for the wedding. They asked me to buy the champagne, and I just gave them money to do it.
Damn.
Wow. Nate brought us.
Yeah, that's not, what kind of honor is that?
There's
Nate brought
more
us some
significant
gifts back.
roles in there.
What's
just got a lower
the
role.
most honorable quote worst one?
I don't know, because it's more of a Catholic thing, and I didn't get married as a Catholic, so I don't know every role
Those
position
Catholics
for it.
are up to all kinds of weird business.
Nate
Anyway,
brought us
congrats.
back some little gifts. Brought us a little sombrero.
Oh, a little
Yeah.
hat.
Look at mine is a beautiful little like mirror,
That was nice.
isn't it?
Me and Dan got cheese.
I got cheese.
I got a
your
Uref.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah.
I got a Uref.
Hell yeah.
You rough?
Yeah, now my gay SpongeBob that's on my shelf could be a gay cowboy.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going to a
YMCA era. Oh, what a good time. Well, welcome back, Nate. You're missed, although I want to say thank you to Lena, who did an incredibly admirable job switching
Thank you.
while you were gone. Well done to Lena. Welcome back. Let's see here. Today, actually, before we get into it, let me just open this. H3 Lore, you guys know about this website. Absolutely crushing it.
Wow.
Go to h3lore.com, and this guy is the man. Every episode we talk about it. you can see a link to all the lore subjects. So, for example, last episode we talked about Fresh and Fit. Click that. Boom. Every time we've talked about Fresh and Fit.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a big one.
Swami, that's like a pretty,
friend of the show.
Love
And
him.
yeah, I like how he tags them all either enemy, friend, or neutral.
But the reason I'm bringing it up is because we were wondering where I was on the Sig Heil in Seattle.
It's psychology in Seattle.
Isn't that what I said?
No.
Sig Heil?
No.
Where I am on the apology tier list. Now, just looking at it, actually, I didn't even remember. I got an A+.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were saying you didn't think he even gave out A+. Not only does he give them out, but you're the only one with it.
No one's even come close. I mean, the only other person who's come somewhat close is iDubbbz.
Well, and
Got a B.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, and Tay-Tay, of course. And I mean, for an A-list celebrity, B is really good.
Yeah.
Because you have all kinds of people who are like, you can't say that, say this.
Well, she's held to a higher standard because, you know, she's better than all of us. You know, so
Helen
makes sense.
Keller got an F.
Well,
He's the only
did
one
she
with an
fail
F.
to
Ethan.
apologize?
Oh, she got...
Oh, you got
fucking shit. You're a fucking loser, and you got God. Take it from me. You just got Zilly Zonka.
Destroyed, brother.
Congratulations.
that's just-
You won a fucking factory full of rotten fruit with fruit flies and worms. And you see that chocolate fountain? That's not chocolate. That's my shit. So you're going to be swimming and drinking my shit, Augustus Ethan. You're a fucking loser.
All right. Settle down, Zach.
Damn,
Settle
bro.
down. Nice fun. But yeah, so here it is. And really, I just can't get over just how
Hey,
what a-
servant listeners, this is
you know,
Perf.
and listen to it because he had to do 4 parts on this because it was so much to unpack. Yeah, he didn't have a single. I mean, really, it's just congratulations the whole way through.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
in
if
a
you-
way, if you want to be like silver lining, it's kind of good that it happened.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but
Girl, I don't
and
know
if-
about that one.
yeah, I'm not
Oh,
sure about
okay.
that one.
Well, I'm
What
trying to see the
happened should
right
It's probably
side.
better if you just didn't happen. You didn't have to apologize. That
What should have
would be the most
happened,
positive
happened.
outcome.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be A+, number 1.
I don't know.
Sig Heil.
Yeah, it's kind
It
of
called
like
for growth. That's
I've grown a lot.
right.
It called for growth, certainly.
Maybe
say not a lot?
some people are
I
not
said I've
loving
grown a
by
lot.
Oh,
growth.
yeah.
Untold
growth.
amounts.
I don't think you would do that again.
By growth.
Now the other links, other than the Helen Keller one, do take you to all of the various other apologies.
Let's see. Yeah, what is Tay-Tay's?
Hey,
What was-
dear
what did she
listeners, this is
apologize
chapter
for?
5
I
in
don't
my
know.
deep
Let's see.
dive on apologies and forgiveness. In this chapter, I'm going to do a mini deep dive on forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that's really quite complicated. I'm going to go into...
Yeah.
I know that Joe called Taylor when they were dating, and in like a 15-second phone call, he apparently
Go to
broke
Joe.
up with her.
Oh, that's... So what is she... Why is she apologizing?
Maybe it's talking about I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig into that.
Joe.
Okay. We'll look into that and get
We'll
back
circle
to you guys.
back to that. We'll
Yeah.
circle back.
Even H3 who I guess he didn't really address what happened. He got a C. Anyway, we don't need to get into all that, but check it out, guys. It's very, very interesting. One of the interesting characters from last episodes was Lion with a mask, or with a mic, actually. Sorry.
Yeah, with Mike. But
We were
also Matt.
captivated by, and Lion with a mic showed up
Whoa.
like they always do.
They always do.
Build it and they will come. And he says, enjoyed the discussion, learned a lot about myself.
That's what we do.
Is he denying that he's a Wall Street? He works on Wall Street?
No, that's not what I took from that call.
Well, he's saying I learned a lot about myself, as in like you guys are all wrong about what you said about me.
It,
Yeah.
But I don't buy it.
Wait, really?
I fear he's
That's what he
talking
means.
about us making fun of him specifically, maybe even me. Because I remember when we were talking about him, me thinking like, he's never gonna see this. I'm like, I feel personally that
Did
I
you-
was meaner to him than anybody I've ever been mean to on this show.
I don't remember.
I truly believe that. I think I yelled out at some point. I went, he looks stupid, and I was like, oh my god, and he saw
He
me
does.
say it.
That's okay. Someone needs to tell him that.
No,
Or
I'm
so I
so
think.
sorry
Well,
with
to
the
be
mic.
fair, I think people probably did tell him that. already.
God,
but,
I've never felt so bad.
Well, there you go, Lion with a mic. You're getting apologies over here at the
Yeah.
H3 studio.
a
Well, I
big
didn't-
one.
A+.
Maybe an A+.
Oh, I didn't really.
No, that wasn't.
I heard a lot of regret. I didn't
Oh
really
my
hear an
goodness.
apology.
You need to say,
Mr.
first of all, what is it that you said?
Listen to Ethan.
Okay.
Why
Listen
did
to
you
Ethan.
say it? How are you going to change? How are you going to make sure that doesn't happen in the end? Acknowledging the pain that you put them through. That's how you make a good apology.
Okay.
I was bullied.
Mr. Lion, I am honestly so sorry for the way I spoke about you. I only got a little bit of a taste of your content and I jumped to conclusions potentially, and that was not fair.
You're saying it kind of patronizing, which is not going to get you an A.
Mr. Lion. Mr. Lion.
No, you're saying it like, I said this, and then I said
Mr.
this, and I really don't even want to be doing
No,
this, but
okay,
I'm doing
let
it
me
just
change
because
it,
I
let me
have
change
to. You know?
I called you stupid on Monday, and I am very regretful about that. I should not have called you stupid. I don't know anything about you.
Does she seem like she's being sincere?
I feel like I am.
Wait, I feel like that. I somewhat agreed with your criticism on the first round. I feel like she's made an
You
adjustment,
need to, it needs
and
to be like this.
I am believing
implementing
in
Lie with
her.
the mic. I am so sorry.
Let me
No
put my feet
laughing
down.
afterwards. Either.
I'm sorry.
There we go. There's the
I'm
podium.
genuinely hurts me to know the pain that I put you through.
It genuinely hurts me. To
My
know the
heart
pain.
goes out to you.
My heart goes out to you.
But then what you have to say
No,
Kyle.
you don't. You don't have to do that.
Say Kyle.
I would never.
Anyway, he's fine.
I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
Mr. Lion.
He's
I'll never
alpha as fuck.
I'll never
He'll-
be mean like that
You
again.
don't need to apologize to the lion.
He's you don't, dude. You know what? Lambs don't apologize to lions. Okay,
Oh,
follow
you calling
follow
me a
in line.
lamb? Thank you.
I'm saying you're prey. Okay.
No,
Follow
lambs
in
are
line.
adorbs. They're so cute and they're pretty.
I didn't mean it like, oh, you're a lamb.
No, but I felt that.
Okay. Oh, sheep don't apologize to lions.
Oh no, I felt it as like
blood of the
cute little
lamb.
sweet lambs don't even have to do that.
Literally not what I meant.
Well, I took it different, so
That's the beauty of life. You can just kind of take and give, and
yeah, you can say thank you and move forward. Thank you.
why you think what? Now, why are you thanking me?
Because you called me a beautiful, cute lamb.
Oh, okay.
Shout out.
Today's episode, we are let the games begin.
Let the
chess
games begin.
Let the chess pieces are laid on the board. The players are on the stage. It's showtime.
Is it a game or a play?
It's both. But the point is that it's a ready to start. The stage is set. The game is set also.
I'm the first Jew on stage.
Oh yeah, Kev says he's the first Jew on stage in Texas. What an insanely stupid thing. What an idiot.
Whoa.
Oh, let me see that one. Okay, we fucked with that.
That one's fucking sick.
Where is that? Is that over here?
Don't worry about it.
Don't
worry about it.
You won't be able to find
there
it.
it is. That's okay. We like that. That's crazy.
really good.
It's in the chair. It's under the chair. Okay. Yeah. Today, I'm announcing that Noah Samsen it was Wednesday night, was on the receiving end of a demand for retraction.
Today's Wednesday.
Monday, I mean. I thought it was Monday today.
Retake.
Okay, let me start over. The
Rewind,
stage
sorry.
is set.
I thought the game was afoot or whatever.
The game is afoot.
Yeah.
But we get a mulligan.
Okay.
The game is set. Me and Mudahar together teamed up, and we sent a demand for retraction to Noah Samsen Monday night after the show. In this letter, which I will read after the break, we highlight the defamatory statements and explain in great detail why they're defamatory. All he has to do to avoid getting sued is apologize for everything he said and did, admit he was either lying or ignorant, and erase the video, and also disgrace, and just accept the disgrace that is basically lying about two people being pro-genocide, which is one of the most twisted, fucked up things you can accuse someone of. And so, the ball is now in your court, sir. You have 20 days from the moment you received it to respond. Otherwise, this piece is being moved to the next piece on the board. And
Space.
What?
The piece would be moved to a different space, not to another piece.
The piece would be moving to another space on the board. We'll be advancing the battle plans.
I want to play a game.
Now Noah, you want to play a game? Yo, it's funny. You guys, I said I wasn't playing around when the CPS thing came. I said I'm not playing. Whatever you thought was going to happen, however you thought this was going to go, it's no longer going like that.
What happened should have happened.
And
what
Noah,
should have happened.
You are the first of many, several, to be feeling what it means for me to be totally unhinged. Although legally and morally correct as well. That's the part that's going to be a really hard time for you, bud. So Noah's going to have to prove on paper, legally, to a judge and potentially a jury, why and how we support genocide, which it will not be possible to do because all the innuendo and all the bullshit and all the fucking lying that they do, him, Hasan, fucking George, that dude that lives in a cockroach-infested corner of Argentina, he's a mama's boy that fucking hides in a dark corner of Argentina, thinks he's untouchable. Guess what, George? You're not untouchable either. And when I'm done with these fuckers, I'm putting my full attention on you, bitch. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Y'all went too far. When I'm done with Noah, when I'm done with the other one, the big one that's dropping probably next week, my full attention is going to you, George, like the Eye of Sauron. I see you. I see you out there, you fucking cockroach. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
And I know your whole thing. You act tough. You're like, oh, I do psyops, and I'll mail you shit, and I'll fucking, yeah, you're full of shit, bro. You're not gonna do shit. And I'll tell you who's gonna do shit. Me. I'm coming. Okay? So you're not safe either. Just wait. Keep talking that shit. And, we'll find out. We're going to read the letter together. And Mudahar is going to also call in here at 1. So... Mudahar, as I like to call him. Yeah, I mean, if I was Noah and I read this letter, I would be shitting my pants. This is no joke. This letter is extraordinarily well reasoned. It's extraordinarily well sourced, and it is not hyperbolic at all. In fact, so Noah said in his second video, Ethan's threatening to sue me. Have fun with that, I guess. He said, well, I'm about to have fun with it, and unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be having much fun with it. Okay. Not so fun. Oh, he went private? Oh, he went private on Instagram? Why? He can't stand any of this heat? Noah went private on Insta? The guy who went on his YouTube channel and brazenly said that I'm pro-genocide can't handle a few comments on Instagram? What's going on here, Noah? What is going on here, dude? Oh, man. Yeah, he's scared shitless. He is. And, I'll say this. Despite all this sweeping that the entire left community has done for Noah, after we spoke to his ex-lover, not his ex-girlfriend, but his ex-hookup partner, Noah, at least, is the only one who hasn't said anything about it and who hasn't tried to make excuses or sweep. So, I mean... But it's incredible seeing the left show their ass so hard. How everybody's just all of a sudden like, oh, so much. You'll go on the left, Haas Twitter, whatever the fuck, and this is what they're saying. Wow, Ethan, congratulations. You proved that Noah is a dude who has normal sexual relations. I'm like, okay, let's remember you said that. Haas Twitter. Let's just, I mean, y'all, I barely even have to do anything to expose you guys. But now you're on a ride. Now we're on this ride together. Right? Like we're all gonna ride together now. This is Willy Wonka's boat ride, motherfuckers. Okay. And I'm doing.
So it's a game, a ride, and a play.
It's everything and more.
Okay. Just trying to keep up.
I'm gonna have Dan like tiptoes, like on his fucking knees, doing the rowing in the back.
Me?
Yeah. Willy Wonka's boat ride. You're in the
Like
back on your knees.
I see where you're going for.
Yeah, shoes on your knees.
Got it.
In the role of a lifetime. All right, so this is all very fun stuff here, guys. We're going to thank our sponsor, and then I'm just going to read this whole letter. And you guys can see and enjoy just how screwed our dear, wonderful, brave friend who proudly and loudly accuses people of being pro-genocide, but privates his Instagram feed when the kitchen gets too hot. And yes, now we're in a kitchen. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do it a little early. Thank you to our sponsor, Sundays for Doggies. Sundays for Dogs. Sundays for Dogs is going to revolutionize the way that you feed your dogs. Now, I don't know if y'all have picky eaters. My dogs are extremely picky eaters. And, here it is. And this, I have not met a dog that doesn't voraciously consume this delicious food. I know Zach said that Bambi loves it.
Yeah, he chows down on that.
All my dogs. Nate, you said that your dog's a picky eater, loves it.
Yeah, so I had to leave my dog with my in-laws, and I always get worried she's not gonna eat enough. But I packed some Sundays for Dogs for her, and they said she had no issue eating.
That's amazing.
But I think their dog was finishing her food because of it.
That's amazing. It's all natural. It's vet founded. There's no prep. There's no mess. And here's the thing. It's human grade. So in the event of apocalypse, you can eat this. It smells rank. And that's good. I've heard I read online when we were trying to feed Shredder, the stinkier, the nastier, the more they like it. Genuinely. So this is what it is. It's all human grade. Beef farf, beef liver, beef bone, quinoa, pumpkin, fish oil, sunflower, etc., etc. It's a whole beautiful, nutrient dense, naturally complete and balanced, and it's made in the God bless you United States of America. Let me show you what it looks like. Before that, let me tell you something. 50% off your first order. So you can try this for basically cheaper than whatever food you're currently paying for. 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com/H3 show and use the code H3 show for 50% off your first order. Let me show you what the food looks like because it's really cool.
Wow, that's so cool. I can't really see the food. The food is difficult to see. It doesn't seem really the focus. The camera's kind of focusing on your other arm with the one with the watch. Very good.
So it's kind of like
go for
beef
it.
jerky.
Go for it. It's human grade.
Oh, yeah, he did. Hey, love, there's something behind your ear.
Oh, no way.
No way.
What?
That piece?
Look.
Yo!
Oh, wow, that's delicious.
You might say it's magical. Yeah, it's fresh. It's freshly made, guys. It's human grade. It stays good. It's prep free, and your dogs are gonna love it. Get in there. 50% off your first order. Sundaysfordogs.com/H3 show. That's it. Use the code H3 show at checkout, and bada boom, bada bing, Bob's your uncle. Here it is, by the way. 90% meat, 10% vegetables, 0% synthetic nutrients.
Wow.
If you love your dog, like we all love our dogs.
Hope so.
Treat them to the best, man. Sundays for dogs. And it's not just Sundays, it's every days for the doggies. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Thank you so much to Sundays for Dogs. Consider checking them out. They're amazing. Everybody I know who's tried it has absolutely loved it. And more importantly, they're dogs. So give it a shot. This is the, which flavor is this? I don't know what.
Might be the
I think it's turkey or chicken. Where does it say?
Usually in the front.
Beef recipe.
Beef.
Yeah, they got all the different recipes. Does anyone's dog care about like the recipe? Because I know when I've been buying food for my dogs, it's always like there's turkey. We're out of the ad. There's like beef and turkey and fish. Does anyone's dog actually have a preference? Because my dogs don't care what it is.
My dog doesn't like lamb, I found out.
Really?
Yeah, she like avoids it.
There
for
you
some
go.
reason.
Olivia, that's the second diss.
Oh my God,
for
why
lambs.
doesn't Milk like me? That's crazy. Ethan and Milk? I gotta go.
What the fuck is this, you guys?
POV, you're trapped in Ethan's basement.
What is that from?
From a meme that was sent to me by Tall Skeleton.
Kind of looks like Outlast or something.
Why am I just? What am I just sitting in a chair? Why is there a chair in this?
You're just chilling.
Basement.
You're playing video games.
I
on
look
your
pretty
computer.
happy, honestly.
Yeah.
Congratulations, the late great Hannibal Lecter.
So, let's take a look here. Yeah, so today's going to be the Warzone episode. This letter is probably going to interest everybody, but after that, I've got a ton of Warzone stuff that's been building up, and today I'm just unleashing, and then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do this in waves. So I'm going to do the Warzone today, and then we're going to take a break. We've been good. I think like last week we didn't.
Yeah, we actually had some chill episodes. It's nice.
And this is what we get, a full
It's our
episode.
reward.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's a compromise.
Yeah, no, it's a compromise.
I mean, is it better to put it all in one episode? It's just, well, it's kind of cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's totally fine.
Well, I clicked the button.
Well,
so my attorney, my wonderful attorney, he's the guy I've been working with since the Matt Haas lawsuit.
Let's go.
Rescued me and saved me from that cursed mess. He's one of the most talented, intelligent, passionate dudes that I've ever known. This man cares about IP and free speech and all this. He's the best. He's just the best. He's dedicated to it. He understands the space. I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. And
Aldo's just a genuinely sweet guy.
Yeah.
Which
Very.
I probably wouldn't say about most lawyers that I've met in my life.
He. You can trust him.
Yeah, no, he's I've known him for a few years now, and he seems like a good man.
And he cares. That's the thing.
I trust
like
him.
he genuinely does, and I care about him. I think at this point I consider.
I think you can too.
A friend and a family member, to be honest. So Rom wanted to say this before we begin the letter. It's personal to him. He said this: "My family's history and that of countless Mizrahi Jews is not a form of Nakba denial. Our hearts are big enough to recognize both as tragedies. Our minds are sharp enough to realize that the existence of one does not diminish the existence of the other. Our spirits are strong enough to ensure the inheritance of hatred, fear, and violence ends with us. The day will and must come when the descendants of Jacob and Ishmael free themselves from the inheritance of hatred, fear, and violence. It is on that day we shall embrace each other and recognize who we are, which is cousins, born from our shared ancestors of Abraham. Until that day, I shall say, from the river to the sea, only peace shall set us free." And that is a word from Rom, who's also a terrific, incredible writer, which is very important, by the way, if you're a lawyer. And actually, what's really interesting about this is Rom has a great uncle who was like involved in one of these famous, or infamous rather, pogroms. His great uncle was hanged during the ousting And sorry, hold on. Yeah, this is all public. So here's the letter we sent. We sent it to his public email address, and we also FedExed it to his home address, which I'm sure he must have seen it. Like, I don't know. As a YouTuber, like, I think he must check that email address. And if not, he's going to get a knock at the door with some FedEx, baby. Let me position this so you guys can read it. Let's see.
What the fuck, dude?
What happened? Oh,
no, I just looked at the screen and saw me doing a goofy face.
Like I said, it's
you could turn that
random.
off.
No, don't ever turn it off, Dan. That's the thing. That's what makes it funny. When there's like an inevitably a chestnuts moment, like nobody can be blamed for it. It just is going to happen. It's going to be natural, and we can all enjoy it guilt-free. That's
right.
That's the beauty.
Yeah.
You know, it might be, could be any one of us.
I hope that moment never comes.
Oh, it will. Lamb.
Thank you.
Demand for correction pursuant to California Civil Code Section 48A. Dear Mr. Samsen, we are counsel for Mudahar and Ethan, our collective clients. If you have counsel, please forward this letter to them and have them contact me about this matter. We are writing you pursuant to California Civil Code Section 48A, demanding you make a retraction and correction in compliance with the statute. Your March 11th, 2025 video entitled The YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide, the first defamatory video. The defamatory videos contain numerous defamatory statements against our clients, which are set forth below. Now, this part just explains the legal definition of defamation, which I don't need to read. This one describes what genocide is. It's just kind of setting the stage, the board, if you will. So I think we can start here. So the first thing is we talk about what he said about Mudahar. Whether our clients supported by material or moral assistance or otherwise genocidal acts by Israel with the intent to destroy in whole or in part the Palestinians is subject to being proven true or false. The surrounding context further emphasizes the first defamatory statement is an actionable assertion of fact. Throughout the first defamatory video, your language is factually specific, earnest, and serious in tone. This is emphasized by holding yourself out as having, quote, specialized knowledge or expertise in the Israel-Palestine conflict due to the large volume of material you cite in the first defamatory video, much of which you misrepresent. He said that? Yeah, he said he has specialized knowledge, even though every time it comes up, he just is like, watch BadEmpanada. That's crazy, dude. Critically, you either fail to disclose the factual basis for the first defamatory statement or you misrepresent the actual basis. For Mudahar, the first defamatory video only shows two very brief clips from Muda's October 21st video entitled, Twitch is a disgustingly evil platform. See, and then it just references for the, it's a footnote. Not only did you fail to disclose the source of these clips, it is evident that you intentionally misrepresented it. In Muda's video, he explicitly states, quote, like I've said before, and I've been clipped a few times, and you know even when I stream, you know videos do get uploaded of my takes on situations that I feel I need to clarify. I am not somebody that is afraid to say that genocide is wrong. I think there's an actual case of, genocide, and there's an actual case of attack that goes towards the Palestinian people. Further, later in that video, and further in relation to the Twitch IP ban of Israel and Palestine, Mudahar states, honestly, if you really think about it, this rule actually hurts Gazans more than it ever would hurt Israelis, because Twitch's geo-block, if it targeted that region, if they wanted to allow people to document and live stream the real atrocities that are occurring to them in that region, the Palestinians could have used that platform to showcase it themselves. Muda also states, or he says, Noah, you intentionally omitted portions of Muda's video that demonstrate he does not support the take of Asmongold on Palestinians. Immediately before the clip you used in the defamation video, Muda stated. So obviously, Asmongold walked back his statement back and apologized. He said, my bad, and of course nobody deserves to have their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views I find regressive. So in this situation, one could, if they were being charitable, could say that Asmongold was probably referring to the extremists in the Islamic religion and their view on people in the LGBTQ camp. Lastly, Muda's initial reaction to Asmongold's take on Palestine is easy to find on YouTube. Before Muda even watches the clip, he states, this is going to be bad. Immediately after watching the clip, Muda expresses his shock at Asmongold's take and states, quote, I don't think anybody should sit here and be like, I guess a whole group of people deserve to be genocided. This is a clear and unequivocal condemnation of Asmongold's take. Due to your intentional and material omission and misrepresent of what Muda stated in his video, the first defamatory statement is actionable assertion of fact that was made with the knowledge that it was false. So that's Muda. I mean, and his is just completely open and shut. Noah cites in the video. Ram said that this statement, from the river to the sea, only peace shall set us free, is attributed to Ahmed Fouad al-Khatib, a Palestinian activist. He wanted to credit the author of that statement. He put Mudahar, a practicing Muslim, in the fucking thumbnail of his video and said he supports genocide. A statement that has had far-reaching implications for his life as a practicing and active member of his Muslim community. That some white bread bitch boy wants to fucking play white savior. You know what I mean? And target Mudahar for being pro-genocide is the most pathetic, backwards bullshit ever. I think it's so funny that the leftists are like, we don't want to listen. We don't listen to. We prioritize the voice of minorities, right? Or those who are on the receiving end. But Noah Samsen said that Mudahar is fucking pro-genocide. Everybody clap. Unfortunately for Noah, the video that he cites, Mudahar literally contradicts his claims. So he either didn't watch the entire video, which would constitute willful abandonment of the truth, or he did watch the whole video and knowingly lied and made malicious lies. So either way, and again, I don't think they understand, like, saying that someone's pro-genocide is not something to play with. Like, people know, like, you can't just be like, oh, this guy's a pedo. Like, you can't just, like, say that. Because you'd be like, oh, genocide is the worst thing you can be. So these guys think it's just cute and fun. And it's just like oh yeah, no, they're pro-genocide. Oh, this guy disagrees with me. He's pro-genocide. That's not how this works. And Muda's case is so open and closed, man. It's just it's actually laughable. It's actually laughable. Here's a link to his video in case you're curious.
Hello, guys and gals.
The truth is, in my opinion, that Mudahar takes aim at Hasan in this video for platforming the Houthi terrorist kid. And he makes fun of him for comparing him to Anne Frank and all this types of shit. And once again, what actually makes you pro-genocide is criticizing Hasan. That continues to be the common thread in this whole thing. But we'll see how that does for them. I mean, he enjoyed the stage. Noah, I hope you've enjoyed the attention and the accolades and all the praise. Because reality is coming, my friend. And even in California, with the strictest defamation, with the most protection for free speech against defamation lawsuits, even here, This is defamation, my friend. And I, like you said, look forward to having so much fun with it. Now, moving on to my part, this gets, let me see here. Here, as for Ethan, you either failed to disclose the factual basis for the first defamatory statement, or when you did disclose the factual basis, you either misrepresent the facts or rely on George Angelos Janitis. His last name sounds like an STD. You've got Janitis? Holy shit, bro. Are you even allowed to travel with that kind of disease? George Janitis? What a dumbass loser. A source, George Janitis, Angelos Janitis, a source known to be highly biased against Ethan with a history of harassing, doxing, and making false statements about others. Specifically, those statements are following. The second defamatory statement. In Content Nuke, you find just about every type of what we just looked at in terms of manufacturing consent. Ethan spreads atrocity propaganda. He shares the Hamas rape hoax, the same hoax that was used by Western media, the U.S. government, and the Israeli government to justify genocide, is the second statement Noah said. The third one is, Ethan spreads overt misinformation. He straight up lies about Hezbollah and the Houthis in order to delegitimize their struggle against the Israeli genocide. He cites baseless claims from Saudi state propaganda outlets to attack the Houthis. He also cites a documentary about the Houthis, which he uses as proof of the claim that they brought back slavery, when the documentary wasn't even about the Houthis. It was about the Yemeni government before the Houthi takeover. What I find so interesting about this is, like, you're really going to go on record and say, like, you're going to defend the Houthis for being, like, I guess, anti-slavery? Like, the Houthis have slaves. Why are you erring on the side of the slaver? Okay, they might have slaves, but let's err on the side of the slave owners on this one. To own the libs. Ironically, they are also doing the own the libs thing. It's funny. Everybody's trying to own the libs. The fourth defamatory statement. He spreads long debunked Nakba denial talking points. Talking points that have been used for decades to legitimize Israelis' colonization of Palestine. Ethan cites sources that contradict his own claims directly, such as the UN report he claims proves the Hamas mass rape allegations, which the report itself denies. The sixth defamatory statement. He spends 20 minutes in the video smearing a 19-year-old survivor of a U.S.-backed Saudi genocide in Yemen as a terrorist with zero credible evidence, he claims. So these are the defamatory statements he said about me, and it's just a party, right? It's just so much fun here. We're having so much fun here, aren't we, Noah? Just like you promised. Further, it is clear you knew that Ethan did not support genocide in Gaza because you watched, or claimed to watch, Content Nuke Hasan Piker. In the nuke, Ethan expresses his repeated condemnation of Israelis' treatment of Palestinians. This emphasizes that you knew Ethan did not support genocide in Gaza, but still labeled him being one. Additionally, Ethan condemns the genocide in Gaza on numerous occasions prior to the nuke. And these are all attached with sources of what he's referencing. Your desire to falsely paint Ethan as supporting genocide in Gaza is emphasized by the end of the first defamatory video, where you state, quote, I think many of you can probably also help out with that. Most of you have smartphones and cameras and TikTok. So go ahead, start posting about it, spread the work. Aside from being a morally good thing to do, it's also becoming sustainable. You know, it's algorithmically viable. The Ethan Klein crash out industrial complex is booming. Isn't that fucking interesting? This statement demonstrates that you intended to not just have third parties spread defamatory statements about Ethan, but profit from these defamatory statements. You proved this point yourself When your video entitled Manufacturing Consent for Genocide failed to receive many views, the one prior to the second video, particularly in comparison to the first defamatory video, you made the second defamatory video to further profit from your defamatory statements about Ethan. What a fucking psychotic thing to say. Everybody go on and lie about Ethan everywhere, and you can make a pretty penny doing it. Nice one, dude. The second defamatory statement and the fifth defamatory statement. So now we're going to prove these wrong. The second defamatory statement, you do not disclose the factual basis for how Ethan engaged in every type of manufacturer consent, with one exception, your false assertion that Ethan spread the Hamas rape hoax, which you expanded upon with the fifth defamatory statement, i.e. the false assertion that Ethan misrepresented the UN report on sexual violence. The mass rapes on October 7th were not a hoax. In your defamatory video, you cite paragraph 84 and 86 from the UN report. First defamatory video, from the language you displayed in the defamatory video, it makes it clear that there were mass rapes on October 7th. Quote, overall, based on the totality of information gathered from multiple and independent sources at the different locations, there are reasonable grounds to believe that conflict-related sexual violence occurred at several locations across Gaza periphery, including in forms of rape, gang rape, during the 7th of October attacks. Credible circumstantial information, which may be indicative of some forms of sexual violence, including genital mutilation, sexualized torture, or cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment, was also gathered. This, by the way, in the reports that Noah says that nothing happened, which is a continued talking point that I see by him, Hasan and co, being like, oh, actually that UN report completely exonerates Hamas. It's like, you're fucking lying, dude. You're actually lying. And not only that, I mean, not only that, you're siding with terrorists over people who are genitally mutilated, sexually tortured, gang raped, and degraded by cruel treatment. You are throwing them aside to side with terrorists, in this case, Hamas. That's fucking insane. It is. It has to be. Like, I think the collective online left has just completely lost its mind. I think it's just totally fucking rotten from the core. And I mean, this is just proof of it. Not only is Noah out here saying this shit, he's being propped up by everybody on Twitter. From Hasan has watched all of his videos in their entirety. He's dedicated hours of time watching Noah's videos. And George Janitis, the human STD, watching all of his videos. God, he really is a human STD. That's so good. George Janitis. I'd love to see George Janitis step foot outside of Argentina and see how fast he gets sued by like a dozen people. But that's okay. None of them are as dedicated, as crazy, and as willing to waste money as I am. So Georgie boy thinks he's safe out there. But he's not, he's just never really come up against someone like me. I'll just be honest. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I have more money than them. I'm more dedicated than them. I've completely fucking thrown every, all these things are like, maybe it's not worth it. That's all gone. Maybe it's not worth it to spend $1 million pursuing some fucking human STD in Argentina. No, that's gone. See, that's gone. When you guys contributed to an atmosphere in which the CPS was called on my house, when you specifically, George, joked about calling the CPS, when you specifically, George, suggested I was lying about the CPS coming to my house, when you, George, specifically propagated this whole thing by saying that my kids were crawling around and eating shit, potentially eating shit, You opened it. You welcome to my world, baby. You know what I mean? Let's fucking get it, dude. And I've been in a lawsuit with Ryan Kavanagh now for like over 3 years. And I've spent countless hundreds of thousands. To me, this is just like my free time. I don't know how you handle it. For me, this is just like, this is a Sunday breeze, okay? So yeah, we're gonna be working with Argentinian lawyers, investigators, police, and we are going to be basically exploring all and every possible legal and civil venue to hold the human STD George Giannitis responsible for his slander, his defamation, his disgusting, violent fucking rhetoric. Yeah, the guy who cosplayed as a Hamas terrorist and pretended to kill my wife. And again, just I have to emphasize, this guy who is so clearly insane is being propped up by Noah, which is less surprising because he's also insane, but more so by Hasan, who's now dedicated a dozen hours probably to watching BadEmpanada videos in its entirety. And just nodding along, by the way, when he goes, Ela Klein is a he said something like, Ela Klein is a terrorist that kills babies, like without a hint of irony. And Hassan's just like, That's the sound he made. What Hasan does, you guys are going to learn throughout all this, is that these are his attack dogs. He uses them to say the shit that he wouldn't say, to attack the people in ways that is obviously below the belt, that is unacceptable. And instead of having to say it himself, he rewards them by watching their entire videos on his stream in its entirety. And it's basically as good as him saying it in that case, but he doesn't have any of the liability. So that's why he throws it. And now in George's case, this has proven a useful, a symbiotic relationship, because George is in Argentina away from most forms of accountability, right? Now, Noah is actually being played as a fucking idiot because Noah is doing his dirty work, but he's doing it from Los Angeles. Now, what do you think of that? Noah, you're about to find out that you're a tool, my friend. And I look forward to Hasan paying for your lawyer fees, too. I mean, that's the least he could do, right? I mean, he's just sitting on a hoard of wealth like Smog the Dragon. The least he could do is fucking toss a few coins to my boy living with his parents at age 26. That's a reference to a video he put out. No hate to parent dwellers. George Giannitis, the human STD. It's actually incurable. You don't want to catch this one. It could be fatal too. I know it makes your dick leak pus. George Giannitis makes your dick leak yellow pus. That's just a fact. It is. There it is. That's you trying to pee with George Giannitis. This is George trying to pee with George Giannitis. Thank you, Zach. So Muda is here. Let's get him on the line, and I want to basically get him to comment on his portion of this, and then I'll continue. I also want to say the defense to this, the messaging that you're going to see, is not to explain why what they said is not defamatory. You will not see Hasan or any of his orbiters or any of the people online, these leftist fucking, propagandists on Twitter who spend all day just, tweeting about me. You will not see them proving these statements to be defamatory. What you will see them saying is that they'll do broad strokes of, Ethan's using the law to silence critics. That's all you're going to see because they know that they can't get into the facts of the story. Otherwise, it'll be obvious that they're wrong. And he's a malicious liar. So get prepared to see everybody saying Ethan is exploiting the law to silence criticism and anti-free speech and all this types of shit. Listen, buddy, if what I said is defamatory, it should be easy as pie to just, respond. Just tell us how. You didn't do it in the video. Mudahar, let's bring him in.
Mudahar. One moment.
Mudahar.
Mudahar.
There he is.
Hey.
That's one ordinary gamer right there.
Thanks, man. What's up, brother? How's it
How
going?
are you?
Wild day today. The nukes are out.
So tell me about basically why you decided to do this.
Well, I decided to do it because I want to say since he dropped his videos, the first one with my face in the thumbnail, I have not stopped seeing it in the comment section for every video. So clearly it's just been sort of like a thing that's stuck in the audience. I think ever since I reactivated Twitter, it's been filled with the mentions of like, you're a genocide supporter, blah, blah, blah. And then, obviously that's caused impact to my channel. It's obviously, like people, I mean, you see that in the comment sections, it's bad. But then in reality land, right? Like this is the first time I had to like completely miss out on like eat prayers and all this stuff. Just because I don't really get into my community anymore. So, I don't really see my family much anymore, just to keep them away from me while this is kind of raging. I've got my own community that, I pray every Friday. I go all the time. And, over there, I've been kind of confronted with some people who have brought it up. Just other people in the, I guess, fellowship, so to speak. And it's just not been a fun time. It's been a nuisance to deal with.
This fucking white bitch-made loser, okay, he wants to save you from yourself, I guess. What is he trying to do? What do you think about this white dude telling you that you are pro-genocide?
Bro, it's so insane because like I've said it like publicly. It's like even with like Hasan or whatever, it's like there are some people that just have the ability to turn their like I guess you could say victim card on and off, right? Like, it's easy to be Muslim when it's convenient, just if you want that victim card on you, or like a brown skinned person, but it's like I live it every day, like I can't turn that off. So when I see guys like Noah come in and tell me what I shouldn't and should not feel, especially when I've grown in that environment, like I've grown up in a Muslim household, various degrees of conservative Muslim household too, like depending on how far, like if you go to my grandparents and stuff. So it's just, when I was in that video talking about like my piece towards the end, that came from like a personal experience, something that I highly doubt Noah's been through. So it's shocking that when I'm not on their side, when I'm not on the accepted side, I'm just the Uncle Tom. I'm fucking out of it. Like I don't know what I'm saying. Like it's just annoying. It's like fuck this guy. Like fuck you.
Yeah, it's like it's always like, listen to the diverse voices. Listen to what they're saying. Oh, this guy disagreeing, he supports genocide. Don't worry about him. Saying like the worst shit possible about you. Like, why the fuck do they target you with the worst shit possible?
Dude, I normally like I wouldn't even get into the legal trenches of this, right? Because it's like I'm not at the stage you're at where it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. Like I'm in the trenches. Like normally I wouldn't because it's kind of like an apprehensive thing. But when Noah puts me up as like a genocide supporter, right, and like a thumbnail and everything, and I watch his videos, like it's insane because I've had my own lawyers. Like I've sat down and spent billable hours. We watched his videos, and we're just like sitting there like, where the fuck does he get off saying this kind of shit? Like dude, I have a fucking legal bill that I'm looking at. For all, like, it's part of like the fucking accounting. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Like I look at everything that he says and I just think like, how do you get out? And it was my wife that came in and she's like, listen, it's kind of like calling you a predator, like a child predator or something.
Totally.
Right? Like, you could, it's one thing if somebody says something about me that like, whatever, it's not going to cause me harm at the end of the day. Like it's just internet beef. This is like, you might as well call me the worst thing imaginable.
Yep.
And at some point, like, I'm gonna have to respond to you. And if me, like, because I don't want to do this thing where I make like a video back and forth. Like, I don't want to feed into like nonsense drama if it's not going to do anything. I'd rather it be in a public record. If that's the only way to like defend ourselves at all, you know,
100%.
Which it seems like it is.
Yeah, and previously when I've gotten into like spats like this where people are lying about you, you can make a video, you show the receipts, and then everyone's like, oh, okay, he's telling the truth. In this case, these people, Hasan and co, who are part of this cult, they don't care being wrong. That's part of their strategy. They are knowingly malicious. They don't care. It's like, it's just about the target. It's not about the method of criticism. It's just about destroying the target. And they don't care how it's done. We could prove 1,000 times over that they're just totally materially lying, but they won't care. All they'll say now is that we're trying to silence his free speech, which is
Dude, I hated that so much. Like, so I've seen the whole rumbling. It's like, oh, you guys are shutting down free speech. And I think I tweeted about like Andrew Tate having like a defamation case where like they literally used his own words. And I'm like, well, that's you shutting down free speech. And I've seen like so many people equate that to this situation right here, us looking into like the legal options. And I'm like, no, this is obviously very different because the letter you just read, right? Like just my section alone and then your section. It's like you literally like mishandled, you've like misconstrued every clip that you've shown. We have the context and evidence out there. You could have seen it, you know, you could have relayed it. Dude, I did an investigation on that guy, Completionist, like a year and a half ago with like Carl Jobs, right? And in that investigation, I was so careful on what I could say and what I couldn't say. Like that video had to be like legally verified. I got it checked numerous times. I do it for every investigation. Specifically after our beef, actually. After that, like I fucking renewed into a changed man. I'm like, everything that I say has to have like a fucking bullet behind it. Because the day it goes to court, you know, the day, because I know that I can get sued obviously within a year of making a video per like, you know, most defamation statutes. Unlike no, it's like you got like I have to come with all the evidence prepared. And when I see these guys making their like actual slop videos, like I know that these guys use slop as like the most negative term, but Noah's video was by far the sloppiest thing that I've seen. And like the fact that it was so deconstructed so well, these people will never listen to it. And the problem is, you're right. It's just another, like, they just want to target. There's so many better targets for them that actually like,
dude, there's shit happening right now. Hasan just spent like another 2 hours talking about me on his stream. It's like, bro, there's shit happening right now, dude. Like actual shit. Like what, like, dude, there's, yeah.
It's like there are so many targets out in the world that probably deserve like actual criticism. So it's like when you're going after like the actual Palestinian supportive voices, it's insane. Like I hate the co-opt use of these guys. Like you're targeting pro-Palestinian voices. I'm like, you can be very pro-Palestinian. I am. You can also not be siding with terrorism. Like to go back to my history, like post 9/11, if you grew up as a Muslim in North America, like you got looks, you know? I believe one of the first hate crimes against, after 9/11 was towards like a Sikh individual, right? Not even a Muslim person. It's just because they wore a turban and they looked very similar to, you know, that's what colloquially we believe like the Muslim hijacker to look like. I do have to research that a little bit more, but it's one of the things that struck to me. And it's like, when you grow up in an environment like that, to me, I always, like, I'm a fucking Canadian first, North American, whatever. I believe in supporting my community. I believe in, like, the freedoms and help of, like, everyone around. I believe in just everyone getting along. Like, it's the most hippie shit that I can come up with and say, and that's really what my beliefs are. And as a Muslim growing up, it's like there's billions of us around the world. Obviously, it's pretty safe to say not all of us support violent terror groups. In fact, we're very much against it. And I guess if anything that I can say is like I'm firmly against groups like that, but that doesn't mean I'm against a plight of an entire group of people that are not all terrorists. You know, it's just insane that this should be such a normal take that everyone has. And in the eyes of the most extreme left, suddenly you're like a genocide supporter for having the most normal take imaginable, like something that anybody should think. Like, it's insanity. Like the more I think about it, the more I'm like actually baffled.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they pushed it so far to the point where there needs to be accountability. Like there needs to be, they forced us into a corner in which like there's pretty much the only way to hold these people accountable. And the unfortunate thing is people like George Janitis, the human STD, and people like Noah Samsen, they are materially rewarded. They get no pushback from their community. They get plugged. They get massively shouted out and supported by Hasan and his and co. So for them, they just see green lights all the way. Like, oh yeah, the more I lie, the more malicious that I be about this person, the more views, the more Hasan's going to put me on for sure. Just as mean as I can be about Mudahar or Ethan or anyone that's talked bad about him. So they've created this atmosphere. And listen, it's time for some accountability.
No, 100% agree on there, and that's like why, like again, like I said, I normally wouldn't go the litigious route, but like again, the more I read the letter that Ram wrote, I'm like, it's insane. Like I've never seen defamation this clear and like removed. It was so matter of fact, you know, that it's just impossible to not go forward with it. And on the topic of like guys like Hasan or whatever, I think it's a great point to also mention. It's like a lot of it does get really exacerbated when you've got one of the largest political streamers in the world going at you, constantly signal boosting stuff that, you know, you should be checking, right? Like, I'm sorry, when there's something fucked up that comes out, if anybody gets a serious accusation against them, whether it be, you know, again, genocide supporting or, you know, getting involved with minors or whatever, it's like, it is your duty, even if you're just signal boosting, to ensure the validity of the source, right? This is a guy that's been on news and people have talked about him as being like one of the greatest parsers and like one of the greatest political figures. And I find it so bullshit. Like the fact that me, who's just an engineer, like the fact that I can parse through all of this stuff better than quote unquote the biggest political streamer is embarrassing. It's shocking to me. And honestly, I think like he should have more accountability, but he'll probably look at this and say, oh, it's just Slop Tuber getting mad at me. It doesn't matter. Ha ha ha. It's like
he won't address
insanity.
anything we're saying. He'll just say that we're exploiting the legal system because we know he's right. Like he'll twist into something like, oh, he knows it. That's why they're suing. That's why they're trying to silence him. But
dude,
Hasan, it's not that
insane too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you the most insane thing. When they say that, it's like I always have to remind people. I'm like, I know where this case is going. It's the fucking state of California, the most free speech supporting state when it comes to cases involving this. I would not go forward with this if I didn't feel that there was something palatable to have.
Absolutely.
My wife has said the perfect thing. It's like the moment we talked about it, suddenly everyone on the left became a fucking legal expert, you know? Suddenly everyone has become like a fucking lawyer. I'm like, if you think that there is no like actual case to be made, I don't see the amount of like coping involved. Like, I don't understand why there's so much coping for this. Like, let it play out. Well, because I feel there is a solid case.
The coping is because, again, they knowingly lie. They have no responsibility to be factual. It's on us. It's like it's up to us to be factual and to correct the record and to care about words. For them, it's just a play where they get to say and do whatever they want to smear you. And just to go back to what you said about Hasan, you being better at parsing, Hasan's a smart guy. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows that it's wrong. He knows that it's a fucking lie. And he just sits there. And when it's a lie, like he was watching a George Janitis human STD video, and George says something like, Ela Klein, who's famously a terrorist that likes to kill babies, something to the effect of that. He's just like, he's like, just no comment.
I think that's so wild too, because it's like, I don't know Ela on a personal level, but I imagine that Hasan knows her because of your guys' like prior podcast work. It's like, every time I see like the anti-Ela train coming out there, it's like, so she did mandatory service. Okay, now she's like a fucking baby killer or something, right? Like it's one of those things where it's like massive jump in logic, you know, and nobody sits down and explains it. And I think it's honestly in that situation, it's one thing if like a fucking Nick Fuentes said it, right? Like, sure, we know what he's going with.
Yeah.
But it's another thing when like Hasan, who is like supposed to be more, it's somebody who's actually connected to Ela. The fact that he co-signs it, it's like,
it's unforgivable for me.
Yeah, it's just, it's like, dude, you have no, like, you're just, again, it's just willfully being ignorant of like facts. He knows the fact. He knows the fact more than the average person commenting on it, but he just chooses to let it happen because you guys are enemies now. We're all enemies.
The funny thing is, before this all happened, Hasan was the biggest fan of Teddy Fresh. He was wearing it all the time. He was asking us for it. Now, by the way, Hila's military service and all this stuff, that's public knowledge. Nothing has changed at all in terms of like what they criticize her for. So Hasan was happily walking around in Teddy Fresh, the biggest fan ever. Hila was already on the record as being a fucking member of mandatory IDF service. But now all of a sudden, with the same facts, right? Now all of a sudden he's giving away Teddy Fresh to homeless people on Skid Row and saying I never liked it. That shit's ugly as fuck. Like, bro, what the fuck? Not that I care, but like he was the one asking for it. He was asking us for it.
It always just feels like somebody that is stuck so far into that like high school like mentality, that college mentality, where it's like there's just no, I want to say, adulthood to it. I talked about this with my wife too, like about like Hasan and everything. Every time I hear like Hasan or Noah talk, it comes from a place of people that don't like, that just never have had to do anything. Like I always notice how Hasan brings up like his Turkish background and everything. Like, so I'm an immigrant. Like I was born back home. My brother was born here. So and by basically being born back home, I'm talking like a couple months and then I moved here. So by all intents, we're an immigrant family. And we never grew up with like a silver spoon. My dad did like fucking medical school twice. We're talking like, because his license from back home was never validated when it came here. So, you go through the ringer basically 2 times in his life. Not super fun, but we grew up pretty normal. And then every time I hear this guy talk, it's like, dude, you grew up in like the nicest parts of the country. You grew up where like I watched through like Hollywood movies, right? Like when you live in an area like Hollywood, when you live so close to like Sunset Drive, you live in a tourist area. It's like, dude, you have all the privilege in the world. You've never had to go through anything in your life. And now you're going to sit here and like preach to a bunch of people, how they should feel when you've never lived that life. You've never lived the life of a struggle. You've never seen things through the people you're constantly trying to champion for. It's shocking to me how an audience like that exists, and then they become so lazy that they don't even do any research into like claims that these people make or like the attacks they send out. It's taking advantage of a lazy audience, and it's just like a bunch of privileged fucks getting away with.
Yeah, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know Hasan's origin story. His parents are extremely wealthy. His mom is a landlord of like many commercial buildings, which is ironic because Hasan famously said landlords should be pulled into the street and the street should run red with their blood. His mom is a prolific landlord. His dad is a member of like one of the largest Turkish military political parties. They're very, very wealthy. In fact, Hasan, Turkey also has mandatory service, but Hasan actually, they sent him off to college. By the way, yeah, they sent him to college from Turkey, which is fucking extraordinarily expensive for anyone in the world, let alone someone in Turkey.
What university did you go to here? Like, was it NYU?
He went to Rutgers, and he went to another one that I think he got.
Internationally, that's not cheap at all.
Oh, it's it's unbelievable. Yeah. And so he dodged the draft in Turkey. He just fucking dodged the draft in Turkey because his parents are rich.
That's like the insane thing too, because it's like when you got mandatory military service. One of the things that I brought up with like just anytime it was brought up on stream or like I had to correct somebody on like a podcast, I'm like, she has a mandatory military service, right? This is a guy that like got to buy his way out. So it's like, how are you going to shit on somebody that is forced basically by their fucking state to participate in their military like infrastructure? And on Hasan's side, it's like, dude, imagine being so privileged that draft time comes, your parents just send you off to the most expensive countries in the world to get a fucking education.
That's how it used to be. Yeah. I mean, and again, as a socialist, as a communist and all this types of stuff, I think it was during Vietnam where rich people were paying to get their kids out of the draft. And that became a huge thing now in America. They made that now illegal. But Hasan is literally he's literally Donald Trump with the bone spurs. I mean, he didn't make any medical excuses, but he definitely they'd paid up so he could dodge the draft. And I mean, to me, it's like, that's shameful and it's embarrassing. Hila served her country. She did her civic duty. And I think that's a good thing that, regardless, like just in general, right? Outside the scope of like,
it's not like she agrees with their practices. Like I've seen her talk about this. It's not like she's a heavily defendant person of this. It's like, like the mouthpiece for the Israeli Defensive Forces or whatever. So it's shocking to me how that constantly gets like litigated and brought up. Like when it comes to the military, like way back in the day, I'm talking like fucking obviously high school. It's like even when it comes to the military, there was a point where I didn't have a choice, like money wise. Like it was like join the Air Force and like get your engineering degree through there. Because really that was like one of the only options that I have. So the more now that when I hear this about Hasan, I'm like, dude, it's like when you have choices versus people who don't have choices, and then you're gonna tell the people that don't have a choice at the time.
Yep.
To fucking,
that's
you
part of
live
what,
in this like high moral world.
Like Denham's made this video being like, I understand it was mandatory, but she should have gone to prison. That's what I would have done. And it's like, really? Okay, well, that's so nice of you to fantasize about.
Go to prison then.
Don't
why
they don't have to pay taxes. Hasan and Denham's and all these people don't pay taxes. Go to prison. Be a conscientious objector right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to fantasize.
Yeah, if you know that your government is financing bad people, don't pay taxes.
That's
perfect.
it.
Like now, don't take this advice, audience watching, because I do want you to don't fucking not pay your taxes.
Well, I don't think anybody watching is
yeah, they're not dumb enough to do that. But
no.
if you're so fucking intent, then stop paying your taxes. Fucking, go get the IRS to clap you on the cheeks, get yourself into a prison, and then just fucking make a statement like that. It's insane that yeah, anytime you bring this kind of shit up, it's always just a deflection. Like it always was funny too, because it's like I find it funny how like being so anti-capitalist, right? Like being somebody that's like for the people, like eat the rich. I have never seen a bigger consumer than Hasan Piker when it comes to like buying frivolously needless shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's incredible.
We all have like nice houses. Like I'm sure like you drive a nice car, I drive a nice car, he drives a nice car too. I know that for a fact.
Because he made a video bragging about it.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, he bought a Porsche for his fans, which is insane to me because it's like
I bought it for the fans. Oh yeah, there's that clip of him in the dealership. I bought it for the fans, guys.
When I went and bought like a really nice car, it never got posted out there. It never happened. Like it wasn't like a buy for the fan purchase. But it's like it's funny how like that gets propped up as like let's fight the evil capitalist system, but also participate in it in the most insanely consumerist ways.
Yeah.
And like it's funny too because it's like me and you. I know you run a business. I run a business, and we like I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm not like a fucking greedy capitalist like billionaire that's like fucking taking extra bonuses, like not paying my employees. And I know you certainly aren't either. So it's like, why are we demonized? And then this guy who's like,
who doesn't pay his mods, by the way?
Yeah,
his mods are on stream begging for rent money.
It's just insane how that is their world and it's defended. It's like there's no calling out for it, and we're like held to this insane standard that just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh, my favorite thing that I see people doing constantly is Ethan went after pro-Palestinian voices, therefore he's pro-genocide. It's like Hasan is not the entire fucking Palestinian movement. These people act like it's him. He is the one. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy. It's like you're telling me that just because you're pro-Palestinian, you can't be criticized for anything unrelated or
you know what it is, dude? It's like that South Park episode with like Jesse Jackson being like the emperor of all black people. That's all it is. It's like this guy is the emperor of all Palestinian voices right now. And if you
even though he's not even Arab, by the way.
Yeah, that's also it's even funny too. It's like I know now. It's like when there was a criticizing, it's like how can Muda be a practicing Muslim? He drank a beer here and there. I'm like. No, I didn't claim to be like a perfect person, but that guy is like he's like culturally there. I'm like this is like a fucking ID card that you sometimes take with you. It's like I don't understand how this guy's supposed to be the biggest voice of reason here, and he's not even like culturally associated to it. He's not even he cannot criticize. He cannot engage with it in a meaningful manner. It's tough to see that, especially somebody in the actual umbrella. Like, and I'll say this, just it doesn't need to be said, but like, I really wish in my lifetime before I die, I see peace in the Middle East. Like, I hope that every Palestinian and Israeli gets along. I hope that everyone in that region just gets along. To me, it has never made sense why we couldn't get along. We're all like brothers and sisters of the same Abrahamic tree. We should be able to get along, and I hope we do. And recently there were like these anti-Hamas protests, and I looked at that. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And immediately when I go on to like a lot of these guys' streams, it's downplaying it. It's like, this is just Israeli propaganda. I'm like, how do you achieve peace when your actual reaction to any semblance of positivity is to be so cynical and Alex Jones-ish towards it, right? Like where you can't, like, I'm sorry, in order to make this entire bridge work, every side has to come together and acknowledge their faults. and build for a better future. As fucking corny and as hallmarkish as that is to say it, that's the only path to it. And I think I will, if I lose every follower and I lose every bit of my online presence by preaching that, it's worth it. Because I don't know if I could live with myself and sleep at night and look at my wife and my parents if I sat down and started supporting a terror organization that is being rebranded as a resistance group, when realistically they aren't. Resistance groups are not torturing their people for protesting against them. Insanity right there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be said. But yeah.
What Noah and Hasan are essentially saying, or I don't know what Noah said about this, but I know what Hasan has said, downplaying it. He's being like, no. The people in Gaza, they're fighting to the end, till every single Gazan is dead. That's what I want. They're like protesting, like, let's just fucking oust Hamas and end this fucking war. And Hassan's like, no, fight till the end. Every single man, woman, and child at the fronts. For them,
so
on their behalf.
It's so easy to say that when you're living in like the safest country in the world, you know, like where Hasan lives. And I, anytime I'm in like LA, I Airbnb there all the time and shit too, like fucking in Hollywood or whatever. And it is the safest part of the fucking world, right? Like you got the most security. He doesn't have to see even the problems of his own city in that area, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, I mean, you want to see problems in LA, you can drive fucking 10, 15 minutes down to like, I mean, it's funny that he went to Skid Row to give your merch because it's like, it's funny for him, like seeing the worst of the country financially is like a 10, 15 minute field trip, you know? And then he gets to go back home. So it's like, he gets to live this like really privileged life. And from his home where bombs aren't dropping, because I have talked with Israeli people and like, it's funny too, because one thing that I heard was, you know, one of my friends was out for dinner, right, with his wife, and he's like, in Israel they get these ballistic warnings, like their Amber Alerts on their phone, and they're out for dinner and they see it, and it's almost like they don't really even respond to it. It's like weird. And then I think, as bad as that is, you know, the other side doesn't even have fucking Amber Alerts. Like, they're just getting destroyed and decimated. And you got this fucking dude here who's like saying fight to the death. I'm like, I don't think they want to die anymore. I think they want peace. They've been wanting peace for decades. So let's get them peace.
Yes, dude, it's so fucked up.
Like, I saw a photo from Palestine in the month of Ramadan, this family eating in like a fucking, like their apartment was like bombed the fuck open, you know? And like everyone was talking about like, oh, what if the hinges break? I'm like, I don't think they're at a point where they even care if the fucking building collapses on them, you know? Like, it's depressing, it's sad. It's, when we talk about the reality of it, it's not something that, you know, you want it to end. You know, it's not a team sport. It's not like who's right or who's wrong. We're playing the weird semantic game. We should be looking for a peaceful solution, and we should be looking for it as fast as we can, because there have been tons of people that have been dying there, and it should have stopped it should have stopped decades ago. But it hasn't. And it's also funny too how like anytime they bring up this genocide, it's like, you've been like Hasan said it was quiet for a year. I'm like, dude, this genocide's been going on for decades. And by the way, this is not the only like genocide of people going on. I've never seen Hasan talk about like, you know, the Muslim people in China positively. I've never seen him talk about Muslim Indians.
Yeah.
I've never seen him talk about Muslim Indian people, like my people back home in India. Let me tell you right now, dude, we're second-class citizens. I might even have my nationality completely removed. Like, I'm ethnically Indian as possible. Indian Muslims, fucking total second-class group. Never seen him talk about that at all. I don't even think he cares much about Indian people, to be fair. I've heard him on like camera say like a certain slur, and then you've got like, you know, Sudan. You've got all these areas where things are going on, but they're hyper fixating on this. Especially not because I think they care about the Palestinian people or the Israeli people. It's just because it is how you grift right now. You know, he called out the fact that I got 1 million views on my video and I got like AdSense out of it, which is, you know what? I will personally say this to Hasan, okay? I will give every single dollar of that, you know, video away, which I don't even think it made anything because it got fucking demonetized because of the topic. But I'll do like, but you've also got to give away like a year and a half of your salary at this point, because this is what you've been doing for the last year. You've been grifting off of these dead children.
These guys are like booming. Like it's funny. They go, Noah said the anti-Ethan industrial complex is booming, so everybody should be making videos. It's like that the pro-Palestine industry is booming, and like Hasan is riding that wave big time, man. He is loving it. He's doing sponsored streams, bro. He's doing sponsored streams for fucking
It's funny, too,
Disney-owned
like,
games.
He did a sponsor stream from like a Ubisoft title. He did two,
Yeah.
like one for Rainbow Six and one for that Assassin's Creed. And it's like, I find it funny how a company that is going through like some sexual like misconduct hearings and its upper staff, you're gonna take like you don't have to take sponsorships. Like
nope.
To give the audience watching, we can say no to a sponsor. We're all at that level,
Yeah.
me, you, and Hasan, where we can just say no. We're not going to sign on with you.
Yep.
He has the option. He still decided to go down that road. And he's like, what? People don't take gaming sponsorships? I'm like, yeah, people do. But you're politically knowledgeable about this topic. I don't know why you decided to throw your hat into the ring. But I guess I know. I mean, private jets don't pay for themselves, right?
No, sir. Those Gucci shirts sure don't come with a cheap price tag.
Yeah,
and I don't think he's getting them on the real.
No.
You find really good deals there, by the way, if anyone's wondering. All right. Well, listen, I think is there anything else you wanna say? I think we've covered it, and I think that I'm extremely grateful that you're coming down this with us together, and I think it's a good thing that a Jew and a Muslim are together standing up for what's right against just it's beautiful, man.
I mean, honestly, it's like it's funny too, because like the more I kind of think about it, like we started off with a beef, and now like years later, we're on a fucking like legal work together, defending like we're just stopping shitty defamation from happening. It's fucking insane. It's but yeah, no, thank you for letting me on, man. It's been highly appreciated, and thanks for like letting me in on this lawsuit as well too, because I really do think this kind of shit needs to be spoken about. I hope that, and it's very helpful of me that some people like actually get the true facts out of, even though we had to bring up actual legal cases and we had to start a legal case, we had to start legal proceedings, we have to talk about this in the first place. Hopefully people learn from it, and I'm just kind of tired of like fucking blatant misinformation on every angle here.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, they put us in a position where we have nothing to lose. So this is all we've got. So anyway, Some Ordinary Gamer, Mudahar, check. He's on YouTube, everybody. You know what it is. And I'm sure we'll talk again as this situation continues. But until then, thanks for calling. God bless.
Yep. You have a good day, man.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. That's Mudahar, everybody. Some Ordinary Gamer. And I'll tell you what, he's very modest. He's no ordinary guy. He's extraordinary. He really is. He really is. All right, actually, I'm going to go pee, and then I'll continue from there. So I'll be right back. Thank you so much. My God.
That was pretty chill. He's a chill guy. I've been watching Muda for so long. It's very surreal to have him on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
I should have left when Muda showed up.
I'm a big
I didn't know Muda
fan.
was going to come in there and pull his shit.
I almost chimed in and told Ethan you need to ask what Muda thinks of how Lolcow has progressed, because we forget, but in the early days of Lolcow, Muda was like an occasional guest. That's why there's all those boogie sound bites of him talking about Muda.
And then you have a face-off with Muda?
I want Ethan to ask him his Switch 2 take. I want to know what Muda thinks.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I saw something about in that Switch announcement. There's a new FromSoft game, and what are you doing back there?
Nothing.
Crawling around.
I was going through a little treasure chest you have on your shelf.
Stevie.
I broke open the glass. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Getting in the mood. Let me thank some of these wonderful super chatters that have been donating today. There was a $50 one before we went live that I want to make sure to read from Ismail. Thank you guys for all the years of free content. I appreciate all of the crew's contributions to the show. This is the #1 podcast in the world. Zach, can I please get a dose? I'm sorry, not a dose. Can I please get a, does that make sister sense? Oh, I haven't heard that one in a long time. Cheers, love ya.
Cheers, my dude.
Does that make sister sense?
There it is. It does. Thank you, Ismail.
Sister.
for the $50 donation. Very generous. There's also a $24 one from Epic Toaster. Epic Toaster. Can I get a shout out to my life partner, Noemi? That actually gave me a pronunciation guide. Thank you. Thank you for that. My life partner, Noemi, the ultimate girly. She's stressing about her final landscaping architecture project, and any support from Olivia, they specify,
Oh my
would
God.
change her life. Girly 25 to life game. Time to lock in.
Girl, you sound smart. For real.
You're going to kill it.
For real.
You're going to absolutely kill that final. Thank
Killing
you.
him.
Thank you.
Murder. Like
Toaster.
murder.
They spell
It
it
was murder
toaster
in
like Trump says Tesla.
I love Tesla.
I love Tesla. Jared. Oh, with an update from the 311 cruise. I'm actually so glad you came back for an update. Reporting back from the 311 cruise 1 week later. I didn't get to hear you guys before losing internet, but her best friend sent me a clip and she said yes. Right, they were proposing on the 311 cruise. I remember. We had a great time, and I met another fan on the boat who was wearing Teddy Fresh. No way, multiple Fupa troopers on the 311 cruise. That's something real special. I wish I had gotten an update of how 311 was. How was the performance?
9/11.
Did they play Amber? They probably played Amber. It's like one of their big hits, right? Thank you for your donation. Let's see. JX292 said, you said Monday you might want a dentist to replace racist old, and it's censored, Jimmy Lee. Thank you for censoring that slur. And my amazing orthodontist wife would be the best choice. Are you calling your wife racist?
Yeah, we're looking specifically for a racist dentist.
No, we're not. No, we're not. She's the most caring person I know, and our 2-year-old has 2 stuffies named Brucey and AB. No way! Oh, that's cute. Well, thank you for the donation. And yeah, unfortunately, we're looking for a dentist, not an orthodontist. Do you think dentists and orthodontists have beef?
Oh,
Is there
yeah.
like a rivalry there?
No, they're symbiotic.
They're symbiotic.
Get kickback for sure when they send people over.
Right. I guess that's true. The
But no,
dentist.
go check out. I remember when I was a kid, it's like, go check out this specific guy.
Right.
Oh, really? Doc?
Really? This guy, huh?
Now, dude, orthodontists fucking roll in it, man.
Really? Yeah, I think so.
God,
Well, that shit ain't cheap.
Now I've seen it's a combo wombo now. They got the dentist and the ortho.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that.
That's fucked up. It's not exciting anymore.
Orthodonty's changed a lot though since I was a kid. It seems like a lot of the stuff is so much easier to treat now than it was.
It's like all Invisalign now too.
So sick.
Yeah.
George Janitis, the human STD, is losing his mind at this moment. He sent me an email just right now. I sent you a picture. He said, or not right now. Let's see. When did he send? He sent it at 8:50 a.m. He says, "Clean your shit. Don't eat it." Which I don't know is a threat or if he's just making a
I think that's good advice.
Giardia joke.
That seems
Clean
like-
your well, I don't need to clean my shit. I just won't eat it. I'll just flush it.
You should clean too.
Clean my shit though? It doesn't need to be cleaned. You just flush it.
I don't know how you would clean shit.
Yeah. He's confused. So he's messaging me. He's also raving about my attorney. Oh, I don't know if it's him. I mean, well, I'll tell you the email it came from. BadEmpanada@gmail.com. Yeah. That's my boy. George Janitis, the human STD. You won't affect me, buddy. I got protection now. I sent the thread of him losing his mind about Rom, which is pretty funny too. He's already starting to try to spin this letter, and you can see how pathetic his lies are. This guy defames people like it's like breathing, you know, because he's so used to not being held accountable for anything. This is what's happening. Ethan Klein's lawyer knows he has no case, so he sent Noah Samsen a completely powerless letter instead of actually suing him. Half of which, so again, BadEmpanada, he speaks with authority. He has no fucking clue what he's talking about, of course. You're supposed to do a letter, a demand for retraction, and then they have 20 days to respond, and then you sue for defamation. That's how you sue for maximum damages. BadEmpanada, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. You're actually, it's easy to sound smart. It's hard to actually be smart. And you are George, the human STD. So that's completely wrong. It's up to Noah if we sue him or not, We'll see. We have 20 days. Half of which is just dedicated to the lawyer asking ChatGPT to debunk 2 of my videos. Okay. I'm not sure how you prove that. This is not a joke. Ethan paid his lawyer thousands to ask ChatGPT to write a letter refuting 2 of my videos rather than trying to do it himself. Again, what? I mean, we're demanding a retraction, so it's a legal complaint. So obviously my lawyer wrote it. It extensively cites YouTube videos and Wikipedia pages. He thinks he can sue Noah Samsen for my videos. So the reason that we focus on George Janitis, the human STD's videos is because Noah continually throws it to him as the cited expert. And we are forced to interact with the human STD's video to prove like that even in the sources he's citing are wrong, defamatory, malicious, etc., etc. So that's all part of the game. And, stand back and stand by, my boy. George, my boy. Me and you, buddy. Let's see. So where were we? Overall, based on the totality. Oh, yeah. So it continues. We were talking about that Noah says I perpetuate the mass rape hoax by misreporting what's in the UN report. The UN report, with regards to the hostages, the mission team found clear and convincing information that some hostages taken in Gaza have been subjected to various forms of conflict-related violence and has reasonable grounds to believe that such violence is ongoing. Paragraph 86 of the UN report does not support the assertion that Hamas does not engage in mass rapes on October 7th. As the plain language of paragraph 86 states, the investigators could not determine the exact scope of the sexual violence because it would require a separate, more comprehensive investigation, not because there was no evidence. Once again, Noah and many others lie about this to whitewash Hamas's reputation, which again is like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to run defense for Hamas to be pro-Palestinian. And I don't know why you think that. It's really quite a thing. Meanwhile, the Gazans are actually protesting Hamas, and they're trying to fucking whitewash them. Isn't that incredible? The mission team was unable to establish the prevalence of sexual violence and concludes that the overall magnitude, scope, and specific attribution of these violations would require a fully fledged investigation. A comprehensive investigation would enable the information base to be expanded in locations which the mission team was not able to visit, and to build the required trust with survivors, victims of conflict-related sexual violence who may be reluctant to come forward at this point. And there, these people are calling them all liars. How about that, huh? Additionally, immediately after the second defamatory statement, you cite materials you claim support your assertion that the same hoax that was used by the Western media, the U.S. government, and the Israeli government to justify genocide. The material you cited, however, only discusses conflict-related sexual violence in general and not October 7th. And it did not discuss Israel's action in Gaza whatsoever. By misrepresenting the factual basis of the second defamatory statement, particularly after reviewing the UN report yourself, you knew the second defamatory statement was false. Third defamatory statement. Despite making the factual assertion that Ethan spreads, quote, overt misinformation and, quote, straight up lies about Hezbollah, you do not identify a single piece of misinformation or falsehoods Ethan made about the organization. It's incredible. I went and I've watched the video, and there so many times he goes, Ethan has done this horrible thing, and then just moves on with zero fucking support. Indeed, you do not address, let alone refute, the assertions made in the nuke that state: 1, Hezbollah engages in terrorism resulting in the deaths of thousands of civilians. 2, Hezbollah orchestrated the assassination of Lebanese Prime Minister Rafik al-Hariri. 3, Hezbollah hijacked airplanes. 4, Hezbollah fired 15,000 rockets in civilian areas. 5, Hezbollah intervened in the Syrian civil war to aid the dictator Bashar al-Assad, which resulted in the deaths of hundreds of thousands of civilians. And 6, Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah has made numerous anti-Semitic and genocidal statements against Jews. 7, Hezbollah initiated the most recent rounds of fighting on October 8th, not Israel, which resulted in 100 Israelis killed and over 200,000 displaced. All statements of fact, by the way, that he did zero effort to refute. He just says, I'm, quote, straight up lying with overt misinformation. As to the Houthis, you do not claim Ethan lied or spread misinformation about the Houthis. 1, recruiting child soldiers. 2, shelling civilians. 3, blocking aid to civilians. 4, ruining agricultural land with mines. 5, oppressing women and members of the LGBTQ community. 6, torturing and killing women. 7, performing Nazi salutes. 8, flag states death to Israel and curse upon the Jews. 9, captured the Galaxy leader in international waters, not Yemeni waters, and the ship was not destined or traveling from Israel. And 10, took the crew of the Galaxy leader who were not Israeli hostage. Did he attempt to interface with any of the factual assertions I made? No, of course not. He just accuses me of spreading overt misinformation and, quote, straight up lies. Instead, you focus solely on Ethan's assertion that the Houthis engage in slavery. You do not, however, proffer facts refuting this assertion. Rather, you attempt to impeach the credibility of the source relied upon by Ethan. For example, you attack the article entitled Exclusive, Houthis Restore Slavery in Yemen. One more time, I'll read that title for you. You attack the article entitled Exclusive, Houthis Restore Slavery in Yemen, from Asark al-Awsat English version. The article itself refers to receiving information from sources close to the group, several local reports, Yemeni activists, and members of the Lawyers Syndicate in Yemen, and a civilian who works for a pro-Houthi tribal leader in Sa'ada. Other than your blithe assertions that the article contains baseless claims from, quote, Saudi state propaganda outlets, you cite no evidence to refute the substance of the articles or the sources it's relied upon. Fucking checkmate. Try to spin that one, fucking, you and your human STD friend. Try to spin that, bro. We wrote this letter specifically to be as dry and factually to the point as possible so that there was, like, no spin, no drama, no way to like just make like a slop drama video out of this. He's got to show what it says. And he's got to respond to it. I mean, he has to respond to us, legally speaking. Further, it is evident you did not even watch the Al Jazeera World documentary, Slavery in Yemen. The documentary focused on Yemen's overall culture of slavery and deposed government's denial of its existence. Moreover, it is highly misleading to claim it was issued before the Houthi takeover of Yemen, since the Houthis controlled part of Yemen as early as March 2011 with the Battle of Sa'ada. Further, the Al Jazeera documentary was released on September 10th, 2014, 6 days before the Battle of Sa'ada, Sana'a, and 11 days before the Houthis prevailed on September 21st, 2014. Your blithe factual assertions that Ethan misrepresented information about Hezbollah and the Houthis, particularly after you watched the nuke, along with failing to disclose or misrepresent the factual basis of the third defamatory statement, demonstrates you knew it was false. By the way, just because he says, I mean, here's some of the sources. Let's see, state.gov. Let's see, this is an independent report on slavery in Yemen. Independent.co, aljazeera.com. I don't know what you expect us to cite there, bud. And a Wikipedia article for, citing basic historical facts, which is completely acceptable. The fourth defamatory statement. For the fourth defamatory statement, you do not identify what Ethan said that denied the Nakba, how these points were debunked, and how these talking points legitimize Israelis' colonization. Instead, you show a screenshot of BadEmpanada, a.k.a. George Janitis, the human STD, his video entitled Nakba Denier Expulsion Liar. Content nuke destroyed. With the text debunked here by George Janitis, the human STD. So again, this is why we're forced to talk about you, is because Noah, in his infinite wisdom and just obviously being an expert on the topic, he accuses me of Nakba denial that legitimizes Israeli occupation, and his proof is go watch George Janitis, human STD's video on it. Okay, that's what we did. That's how legal briefs work. And by the way, George, if you want to keep encouraging, what you're doing right now is like, you're trying to do misinformation, but it's, the thing is, this is coming, whether you believe it or not, right? So you better talk to your boy Noah and set him straight, because you can fucking laugh about this all day being a ChatGPT generated and that it's just whatever, and I'm doing it, whatever it is you want to say, it's coming. And in 20 days, unless he fucking, retracts everything noted here, my boy is getting sued by 2 people for defamation in the state of California. It's coming, and you can't stop it. That's right. Enjoy. We're having fun, aren't we, Noah? Just like you promised. You are well aware that BadEmpanada exhibited tremendous bias against Ethan and is known for spreading misinformation and anti-Semitism. The BadEmpanada video exemplifies this point. BadEmpanada video begins with him claiming Ethan Klein attempts to justify the Israeli settler colonial state by glossing over the Nakba. BadEmpanada's video at this time. This is completely false, and BadEmpanada fails to show any clip from the nuke supporting this assertion. Rather, in the clip cited, BadEmpanada, Ethan discusses 1, that Jews would not feel safe as an ethnic minority, and 2, Israel is comprised of refugees from Europe and Arab countries, and 3, following the 1948 war, there were more Jews displaced than Palestinians during the Nakba, and 4, there are hardly any Jews left in Arab countries. BadEmpanada, you do not attempt to address any of these factual assertions. None of this denies the Nakba or downplays it. Rather, it is a fact that approximately 900,000 Jews migrated, fled, or expelled from Muslim-majority countries throughout Africa and Asia, primarily as a consequence of the establishment of the State of Israel. And the Nakba turned 700,000 Palestinians into refugees, which was mainly caused by Israeli arms. Next, BadEmpanada attempts to debunk the exodus of Jews from Morocco by arguing, this is when Rom gets personal with it. Morocco was still a French colonial progression after the 1948 war, and that the Jewish agency struck an agreement with the French governor to force Moroccan Jews to immigrate. This is a gross misrepresentation of what occurred. In June 1948, riots against Jews broke out in Oda and Jarada, which were, quote, 2 towns located near the border of Algeria. These 2 towns were departure points for Moroccan Jews seeking to reach Israel, when they were not permitted to do so from within Morocco. And the eyes of many Moroccan Jews would join the ranks of enemy combatants against the Arab armies. It took French authorities 3 hours to intervene in Ohada and Jarada. Within that time, 5 Jews were killed, 30 seriously injured, and shows and homes looted. In Jarada, where the Jewish population was only 100, 39 Jews were killed and 37 wounded out of 100. Due to the riots in Ohada and Jarada, 28,000 Moroccan Jews left for Israel between 1948 and 1951. From 1955 to 1957, immediately before and after Moroccan independence in 1956, 70,000 Moroccan Jews left between 1955 and 1957 due to hostility from Arab nationalism. After Moroccan independence, an additional 130,000 Moroccan Jews left for Israel. Further, George Janitis, the human STD, misrepresents the article cited in this video, which misrepresents the content of its citing source. BadEmpanada claims that the Jewish agency, quote, struck an agreement with the French governor of Morocco or to force Moroccan Jews to immigrate. BadEmpanada's video, that he's citing it, the actual article states that the Jewish agency had to strike an agreement with the French governor of Morocco to bring about the immigration of Moroccan Jews. Further, the source cited in the article does not support, in this article, the first Israelis, does not support either assertion. Rather, Segev was referring to observations of a Jewish agency emissary of Moroccan Jews who were located in the transit camps of Marseille, France. After leaving Morocco due to the riots of Ohia and Jarada and the hostilities from the rise of Arab nationalism, the emissary observed Moroccan Jews expressing reluctance to go to Israel due to hearing about the hardships of settling in Israel. While some Moroccan Jews opted to return to Morocco, the emissary also noted that others decided to remain in Marseille and would wait for, quote, until the housing situation in Israel improved. George Denies, the Human STD, goes on to debunk the exodus of Jews from Algeria by arguing, one, the Crémant decree granted Algerian Jews French citizenship, and the Algerian Jews oppressed the Algerian Christians and Muslims as a result. One, and two, once Algeria achieved independence, it gave an ultimatum to the French citizens, not just the Jews, to renounce their citizenship and leave the country. Once again, this is highly misleading. Algeria never offered Jews citizenship after independence. Rather, the government harassed the Jewish community and deprived Jews of their economic rights. Indeed, the Algerian National Code of 1963 only afforded citizens and inhabitants who had at least two Algerian-born descendants on the father's side that were Muslim. The law was codified in Article 32 of Algeria's National Code in December 1970. Now, by the way, he says this is all sourced from ChatGPT. So clearly he should have no problem factually refuting these very specific misrepresentations in his argument. George Denies, the Human STD, also ignores the major contributing factor of Algerian Jews immigrating from Algeria. One major factor was 1938 pogrom of Constantine, which resulted in 25 dead, dozens injured, and several homes and shops looted. Another in the FLN targeting Jews and Jewish institutes for approximately 90 separate occasions from 1956 to 1958 during the Algerian War of Independence, despite some Jews joining and supporting the FLN. After the Six-Day War, the remaining Jews in Algeria suffered additional anti-Semitic riots, which contributed to the remaining Algerian Jews leaving. Additionally, it's ahistorical to claim only Algerian Jews and not Algerian Muslims were granted French citizenship by the 1870 Dumois Decree. Algerian Muslims were offered French citizenship, but rejected on the grounds that they would be subject to French civil law. Algerian Jews accepted French citizenship in large part due to the massacre of Jews in Algeria. Moreover, to describe Algerian Jews as, quote, oppressors that collaborated with the French ignores, one, the rampant anti-Semitism in mainland France. Two, French authorities failed to prevent the 1934 pogrom of Constantine. And three, Algerian Jews lost citizenship in 1940 and were barred from working in public service. Finally, George Denies, the Human STD, attempts to debunk the exodus of Jews from Iraq by arguing, one, Iraq desperately tried to keep its Jews and passed laws preventing them from leaving. And two, the Zionists committed terrorist acts to poison the relations between Iraqi Arabs and Jews, motivated the Jews to leave and pressure the Iraqi government to rescind the ban. He's in some like super deep, like fucking anti-Semitic revisionary history stuff here, man. It's actually scary that he puts this stuff forward as factual and people believe it. These assertions are ahistorical. The bombing campaign that the Human STD is referring to occurred from April 1950 through June 1951. March 1950, before the bombing, the Iraqi government authorized the immigration of Iraqi Jews to Israel on condition they relinquish their Iraqi citizenship, which would result in disposition of all of their property to the state. Moreover, the responsibility for the bombing is hotly contested. Two Zionist activists were convicted of the bombing. The sole evidence against them was a confession from one which was given under torture. Further, the claims that Zionists were responsible for the immigration of Iraqi Jews fails to withstand scrutiny. Many of the bombings occurred after the law permitting Jews to leave the country had expired. If the bombing campaigns were part of a Zionist effort to expedite Jews to migrate, it is extremely odd that these bombings would be carried out when only 5,000 Iraqi Jews remained out of the original 125,000. More insidious. George Denies, the Human STD, ignores key events prior to April 1950 regarding the spread of anti-Semitism in Iraq. Beginning in the 1930s, the situation for Iraqi Jews deteriorated for two major reasons: the ongoing conflict and the Palestinian Mandate, the introduction of Nazi propaganda. In 1934, barely 2 years after the Iraqi independence, Jews were being fired from positions in the Iraqi Ministry of Economics and Communications, and quotas were being imposed on Jews for civil service positions, secondary schools, and colleges. Beginning in 1936, physical attacks on Baghdadi Jews became increasingly frequent. In 1938, Iraq made Zionist activity a crime. The testimony of 2 Muslims was sufficient to convict any Jew. The result was arbitrary enforcement of the law, such as possessing a biblical map of the Holy Land. The law was also used as a method of extorting Iraq's most prominent Jews. The most notable example was Shafiq Ads, who was fined and hanged on the baseless charge of sending military equipment to Israel. On April 1st, 1941, the pro-Nazi and fascist politician Rashid Ali al-Quilani successfully led another coup, which was encouraged by the Palestinian leaders and Nazi propagandist, the Grand Mufti Haji Amin al-Hussein. Even though the al-Quilani rule was short-lived, he played an instrumental role in spreading Nazi ideology, which led to the Farhud on June 1st and 2nd. The Farhud was a program against Baghdadi Jews, resulting in more than 180 Jews killed, looting of Jewish businesses, and destruction of Jewish homes. Prior to the partition vote in 1948, Iraqi Jews were being lynched, their homes ransacked, they were ethnically cleansed from Fallujah, and forced to pay extortion money. After partition, the situation grew even worse. Iraqi Jews were stripped of due process, prohibited from using banks, trains, post office, telegraphs, securing imports and exports license, and all the Jewish workers in the government were fired. In 1950, mere days after the law prohibiting Jewish immigration was passed in March, members of the anti-Jewish Istiqlal Party attacked locations where Jewish belongings were sold. The few Jews remained after 1951 were treated as a fifth column and would become scapegoats for future Arab military defeats against Israel. After the Six-Day War, 9 Iraqi Jews were hanged in Baghdad and 1 in Basra. My granduncle, so this is what I was saying, he actually has a coincidental connection to one of the anti-Semitic lies here that the human STD is peddling. So yes, his granduncle was actually hanged during this pogroms in Basra on false charges of being an Israeli spy after being convicted by a 3-man Ba'athist tribunal. He continues to lie about, I can't believe his point is that the Jews were actually the oppressors and the Arab countries were begging them to stay. They made laws preventing them from leaving because they wanted them to stay. And somehow there's no Jews left in any of these countries. The 6th defamatory statement. You completely fail to disclose the factual basis of the 6th defamatory statement that Ethan labeled al-Haddad as a terrorist was... Oh, so now we're talking about the Luffy, the Houthi Luffy. Labeled al-Haddad as a terrorist with zero credible evidence. The nuke shows social media posts of al-Haddad admitting to being a Houthi terrorist and echoes the Houthis' genocidal rhetoric. The nuke... Despite your knowledge of al-Haddad's social media posts, you stated, quote, there was zero credible evidence and that al-Haddad was a Houthi without any supporting evidence or argument whatsoever. This demonstrates you knew the 6th defamatory statement was false. Noah actually says, I claimed that the Houthi Luffy was a terrorist with zero support. Like, bro, what the fuck reality are we living in? I dedicated quite a large swath of that video to showing that this guy's a terrorist. In conclusion, our clients demand you provide a retraction and correction of all the defamatory statements identified in this letter in compliance with California Civil Code Section 48A. This letter does not, blah, blah, and this is just some legal jargon. So this is the ball's in your court, my friend Noah. You wished me to have fun with it, and I am going to have a ball. And as much as your friend, the human... STD flounders and flops like a fish. It's coming. It's coming. That's the thing. You can't stop it. You know? So I hope your mom's a lawyer. Or your dad. Probably come from a broken home, though. Just kidding. I don't know. That's just a joke, right? I don't know. He might. There's a lot of broken homes in America. It's no joking matter. So that's all I have to say about that. Let me look at chat for a sec. I haven't looked at chat in a minute. Thank you, Zach. So that's what's coming, my friends. You know, I dare you. I double dog dare you to respond. And the evidence and the citing is just out of control.
Everybody's coming.
Here, let's do what BadEmpanada says happened. Let's go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT. And let's ask it to write a legal document. Let's see. Get out of here. Write a legal demand for retraction against the YouTuber Noah Samsen for his video entitled "The YouTubers That Supported a Genocide." Write it from the POV of Ethan Klein and Muda, explaining how they were defamed. I feel like that's a completely fair prompt, right? Like that's it. If I was gonna do this, let's see what happens. Let's go, ChatGPT. Let's go. All right, here, okay, he's writing it. Dear Mr. Samsen, we are writing behalf of yada 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 yada. This video contains defamatory statements. In this video, directly name and feature Ethan Klein and Muda Hart in a context that suggests that either have explicitly or implicitly supported genocide based on their past content or associations. At no point. Let's see what they'd cite. At no point have either of our clients expressed support for any of the acts. Your statements and innuendo falsely equate our clients' past comments, blah, 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 yada, yada. There's nothing specifically added here. That's it. That's it. This letter was 14 pages long, man. Not good enough, man. Fuck.
It's 14 pages.
I guess I don't have that level of membership that he has. So what do we think? Oh, Steiny wants to come in on Friday, by the way. Speaking of losers that I'm suing.
You're suing Steiny?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But I told him, I was like, bro, if you want to come in, that's fine. But you are going to get chewed the fuck out for supporting Andrew Tate. Like, you are going to get chewed out. He's like, how bad are they going to come after me? I was like, it's going to be bad.
I was with Tristan Tate. And
he said, fine. He likes it. He wants to come.
All right. We were drinking.
So Steiny's going to come and we're going to get him.
You're going to beat him up?
I'm going to fuck him up, dude. I'm going to physically assault him. Steiny's small, but actually I do think he beat me in a fight. He exercises. I think he might. I mean, he have a good chance. He exercises.
I see.
I feel like he'd be good at doing those windmill punches, you know?
Just massive over. What do you call those? AB? Haymaker? Is that a haymaker?
It can be.
Could be a haymaker.
That's actually a real move in boxing, though, right? You come like a big old punch from the outside.
Yeah, I got a few of them to the face from Dad, but his were more like.
Oh yeah.
Swimming.
Yeah. So and by the way, like I said, I promised everybody that I was going to take this to the next level. Once CPS showed up to my house, this is only the beginning. This is chapter 1. There's many more to come. And by the way, Hasan, if you think I'm done with you, I'm not done with you by a mile. I'm taking the trash out. I'm saving you for my main course, you fucking propagandist, lying scumbag, terrorist supporter who spends all day lying. It's funny, this narrative, Ethan's obsessed with Hasan, literally spends hours every day on his stream talking about me. I saw the guy. I saw him.
Cool. I didn't want to interrupt.
So guess what? Don't worry, buddy. I got time for everybody. I'm making time for everybody. You know what I mean? And I'm just that kind of guy. The world is wide enough for all of us. Hamilton. So don't worry. Don't worry. You know what I mean? We go from the bottom up, and everybody's catching these hands. Don't worry about it, Hasan.
Oh, Ethan, I forgot I got you something extra from Mexico.
What's that?
Let me hand it to you right now.
I don't know why people fuck with me. Like, nobody takes me seriously. Like, I mean, random nobodies can... Oh, what'd you get me? Brettle Viper Sperm? What the fuck? Viper Sperm.
Yeah, Nate just wanted to show that he takes you seriously.
No, it's supposed to take away.
How do
look?
What do I do with Viper Sperm?
It's incest. Oh wait, I don't know what it is.
It
I
does
just
say
bought it
it's
because I like the box.
incest. But why does it look like bath salt?
What the fuck?
It's supposed to give you good fortune.
So I got
get
a
rid
powder.
of bad spirits.
And I got bath salt.
And you... That baggie looks a little sussy.
It went through TSA just fine.
What do I do? Here, there's instructions. It's in Spanish. I always like
That might be tough.
We'll figure it out later.
We could have ChatGPT translate it. Here, AB, can you have ChatGPT translate this for me?
Why?
What am
Nate can't do it?
Just snort that shit.
Can you read it, Nate? I don't. Nate says his. I remember him saying his reading isn't.
The reading's a bit like different.
Yeah.
I could mostly just speak it and understand it.
I totally understand it.
Well, why don't you just read it aloud, Ethan, and then Nate can translate?
It's pretty long. That's gonna be more miserable than even listening to the demand for retraction. Here, AB, this is for you.
Oh.
Do I eat it?
Why is the crashing plane
no.
for me?
I don't know, but no.
Do I put it in my eyes?
Definitely not.
It did come from Sinaloa, which has a lot of cartel, so maybe don't
It
snort it
looks
for
like
now.
cartel contraband.
They didn't stop me. If anything, they checked only the cheeses.
Honestly, it looks like sugar and brown sugar. Fuck, what is this? AB, I'm being serious. I want to know what the fuck
you want me to
just hand it to me,
what?
maybe I could figure
You
it
just
out.
take a picture and put it in ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
And I think it can
Olivia's
translate
grabbing
it. It says here that it gives good luck. It will give me good business finance luck. It helps against jinxes. Gives me hand power.
Oh, you need that.
Wait, what?
Stops disturbing
hold on.
gossip enemies. And it says success, happy living.
It gives you hand power.
That's what it says right here.
You have a huge deficit of that, yeah. Well, because of small hands.
Tiny hands.
Hey, but you
Whatever,
said
bro.
it like really
Did I say it too
why?
mean?
bold.
I'm sorry. I'm so tired, man.
No,
Oh,
people were
that's-
like, you don't wash your hands after you take a piss? Nah, my dick's clean.
That's
My
why
dick's
you were
immaculate.
rash about the
I didn't mean to sound so rash. I'm just so tired.
This would be a hell of a way to traffic drugs. They're like, oh, it's Viper semen. Okay, go ahead. Viper semen.
Here, give it to me, AB. I got it.
You just send. You take a photo and you just send it.
Yeah, you just upload it as a photo.
Yeah.
Or did you already send a picture?
No,
of
I
it?
said, love, can you help me with it? Because I don't know how to do that with ChatGPT.
I
Just
got
do
you.
it with your phone.
Oh,
I was gonna do it
Emily
with my
says
phone, but if it's in
Genitis actually means something on Urban Dictionary. Let me see.
Really?
Urban Dictionary.
I don't think that picture's good enough.
The disease that results from the contraction of the Staphylococcus shingle microorganism.
You say Staphylococcus, bro?
It is caused by poo-to-mouth contact.
No way.
Every accusation is a confession, bro.
Wait, no.
It says that this is caused by poo-to-mouth contact.
When was that made?
Well, it's Urban Dictionaries.
Yeah, when was the Urban Dictionary entry made? Was
2008.
Oh.
Yeah.
I figured it was just somebody trolling like right
It's
now.
caused by poo-to-mouth contact and is commonly found in Chinese takeout joints all over Manhattan and Shiesty, Queens.
What the hell is... Okay.
Okay, hold on. Someone's goofing. In the States today, it's commonly referred to as Klein's disorder.
Yeah, there you go. See? I had a
They
feeling.
got you.
That was they got you. All right, it's translating.
You can
Incense made from rattlesnake sperm, used in Santeria, voodoo, magical spiritual cleansing rituals, healing, and curse removal.
Oh.
It is known as a powerful incense for eliminating curses and removing bad influences. To protect your workplace or business from against envy, curses, hexes, and failures.
Oh, that's good.
Instructions. At the entrance or entrances of the outside of your office, home, or business, use incense number 1, the white one. to form a figure resembling a snake-shaped.
Okay, let's do this because
Yeah?
I need the good.
You need the protection.
The good juju.
Form a figure resembling a snake-shaped inch.
That's sick.
I think they just mean like an inch-long little snake.
So the clear one.
In front of that.
Can you get me a plate? Obviously, I don't want. Yeah.
In front of that, using incense number 2, the yellow one, make a shape of a 2 in such a way that the following number remains. Inch 52. It's kind of, it's losing me. The translation is losing me a little bit.
Okay, well, I know how to make a snake line. That's easy.
Okay. Well, it says make a shape of a 2 in such a way that the following number remains. Inch 52. Okay. You will need a tetragrammaton metal. Oh no!
What the fuck is that?
I left that at home.
What does that mean?
A tetragrammaton metal. It's
I need like a flat surface.
It's like a rare or artifact level drop off of a boss in the
No,
cave.
for real. What is that?
The cave.
I'm burning this.
Trying to explain it to you.
Okay, it's a rare boss drop.
Does it
Nate,
say
did
you're
you
supposed to
bring
burn
the
it?
rare boss drop?
I forgot that part. You always forget that, you know?
Tetragrammaton metal.
Should we have Casey spread it because he's security? Kind of his job, right?
That's kind of his job. Do I have a lighter?
We'll have Casey shoot it.
We're gonna light this inside.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The incense is for burning inside. What are you gonna make that whole outside world smell nice?
Yeah. It
Come
said
on,
you were supposed to do it by the entrance, right?
It also says that we need 2 candles and a red ribbon. Wait, 2 candles together with a red ribbon, 1 white and 1 black. So we need 1 white and 1 black candle to do this.
That's just for the ritual. I just want to burn some shit.
I think this is some Hebrew shit because a tetragrammaton is a 4-letter Hebrew word for the name of God. And
So we just need a god. We just need God.
Interesting. But when I search for tetragrammaton metal, I'm seeing more of these kind of like occult looking. Here.
Oh yeah,
Did you
that's
say white
that's,
ribbon?
Dude, that's a fire boss drop.
Yeah, for real. And like
Oh, yeah.
1
Thank
crystal
you
for
so
each of like the elements. Like this is like fire, and then probably ice, water, earth, lightning,
yep.
grass type, and this is probably like darkness, which is just sort of like its own. I know that we don't traditionally think of darkness. Oh, void. Void would maybe be a better term for it than darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna
The lack of element, if you will.
So I gotta make it look like a snake. So this
We need a red ribbon. Yeah, sorry. We need a red ribbon.
I don't even touch this shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. What did you get me, mate? This feels
That
sus.
wasn't even the weirdest one they were selling. I could send the rest of them in chat, but you can't show it on screen.
You could just say it.
It's a bunch of like sexual ones.
All of the boxes had like very crude drawings.
This
on
is
them.
not like in a private shop. This is out in the open, in like an open market.
Do you think people in Mexico buy this for real?
Some do. There's a lot of people who do believe in witchcraft in Mexico, but you're kind of warned not to practice it.
It's forbidden.
Okay, so it's forbidden art.
This is a forbidden art.
What kind of shop sells this?
I don't know. It's just like
That's pretty good, right?
like an antique shop, I guess.
What do you think? Yeah,
Best way to put it.
Oh, an antique shop?
Kind of, because they sell like a lot of usually like Buddha stuff too. For a lot of Mexicans, Buddha represents money gain.
Okay, let's get paid, Buddha.
Let's get paid, Buddha.
It's a little too thick on this side. That's what she said to me. All right, now let's add the brown sugar.
I can't suck it, dude.
And it's
not
just
brown
make a
sugar.
2 in front of his face.
I told you what it was. Don't call it brown sugar.
Okay, but I make a 2.
Yeah. Though
Next to
again,
it.
the translation got a little wonky around there, so let's just go with that. Yeah, a 2 shape.
2.
Yeah, 2. In such a way, in fact, make a 2 shape in such a way that the following number remains. Inch 52. Whatever that means.
You have to make a 52-inch number
I
2.
shouldn't be even touched.
Something like that.
But I want to make this good as fuck.
Oh, and I have the incantation that you are supposed to read. So when you're ready, we can.
Could this backfire, Nate? Could this cause bad luck, or is it only?
I mean, you were
I
being
mean,
really
potentially, yeah.
You were being really dismissive about several of the steps. So frankly, I feel like the chances are pretty high that this
No, I
is not going to
wasn't.
work.
Don't
Yes,
put bad,
you said
don't put fucking the wrong idea in.
You said we don't need the tetragrammaton metal, and also that the white and black candle tied together with the red ribbon is not essential.
We don't have it. Here's the snake in it too.
So we should get it
Yeah, we
before
should
we
probably
do this
wait to
ritual.
do it.
I have a snake in it too. Why don't you come look? Stop being a baby.
I can see it from this angle.
The chalice of a carpenter.
Yeah, I see it. I feel like you did a pretty good job, actually.
And then the snake has a tongue because that's important in snake culture. There. So I just light it? Is that what I do?
No, hold on. Tie the two candles together with a red ribbon, one white, one black. You're saying we're just skipping that step.
You got ribbon? I don't know. You got ribbon, Olivia? You said white ribbon.
I got white ribbon.
She has a white ribbon.
I also have
but it's
black
not-
ribbon.
We need red ribbon.
Yeah, I don't have
The
that.
thing is that the candles...
Bleed on it.
And you're supposed to be lighting it with a candle, is the thing. So we're missing, like... Yeah, that's not a candle. That's
you
a
said
lighter.
bleed on it?
Are you lighting it right now? Don't light it without reading the incantation.
You read it.
Okay. I hold in my hand the powerful tetragrammaton... Oh, well, we don't actually have that. We're already... The ritual just started, and we already are, like, off track here. All right, well, just pretend you're holding it or something, okay?
It doesn't
He's
burn.
just lighting it.
I hold in my hand the powerful tetragrammaton with which I will perform the mystery of transmutation to give life to these serpents, to guard and protect this place from the traps of enemies.
it doesn't light.
And can you stop interrupting me while I'm reading the incantation?
Go ahead.
I mean, this is like the part that makes it work.
It's not the traffic, okay? Don't get all high and mighty. Just
Listen.
say it.
You want to do this? Do you want the ritual to work? I'm gonna have to start from the top.
It doesn't even light.
Wow.
Please.
All right, I'm out.
Wow.
The vibes are just
Ethan.
off on this. On the.
Are you kidding me? I only got like a third of the way through the fucking incantation.
Hurry up, chop chop. Incantation boy.
I do not accept this negative energy.
Well, we're trying to purge this negative energy, but Ethan is like fucking being a
I'm a black hole
douche about it.
Whoa.
Listen, transmutation to give life to these serpents to guard and protect this place from the traps of enemies, envy, and ill will. May these serpents, to whom I now give life, seek out, attack, and destroy without mercy and without pity anyone who would seek to harm me, steal my belongings, curse me, or wish me misfortune. I command these serpents to dissolve cleanly and protect me from all evil. Amen.
That's pretty fire.
Oh, this is a snake summon spell. Cool.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Chamber of Secrets.
I could try to burn it again. It wasn't lighting.
I feel like we're so far off track here with the lack of the candle.
Blade Day, he came up to me with fucking viper semen.
We easily could have.
All I wanted was cheese, bro.
This viper semen is tearing us apart. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was supposed to bring us together.
It's rattle.
Didn't.
It's rattle viper.
Rattle viper.
Yeah.
See,
Not just
sperm.
any viper.
All right, let's get back to the goods. So I was saying, and thank you guys.
You're welcome.
I don't know why these people don't take me seriously. Everybody goes, "Oh, Ethan's." When have I never ever followed through on something like this? And I'm just saying, this is only the beginning. This is just the first shot. And what's funny is you guys kind of forced me in this situation, right? Where I have nothing to lose. Like, you have gone out of your way to lie and defame me in every corner of social media. And outside of our community, I can't be seen as a worse person, right? For the most part. And so for me, you can be like, oh, he's suing me. You can spin that however you want. It doesn't fucking matter to me. The people in my community know I'm right. And everybody else that you've already gotten to is already indoctrinated. So I have nothing to gain, honestly, by proving in court that you're lying. I have nothing but vibes to gain, and potentially your money as well. Don't worry if you don't have it all now. I'll garnish your wages. You're going to be living with your parents for a lot longer, buddy. 26, you know what I mean? Try 46. Maybe then we can strategize. And why don't you treat women better, too, while you're at it, jerk? Fake feminist, jerk ass, idiot. All right, we got so much stuff to get to here in the war zone. Thank you guys for listening to that. I know it was probably pretty dense, right? But for me, it's important, and I love that. I'm just seeing.
It's too thick. I can't suck it, dude.
I'm just seeing if I'm missing anything. Let me know if you keep an eye on the subreddit. Let me know that if anything juicy comes up. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to Mike from PA, another cockroach infested corner of the internet. He actually went after AB, and AB cooked his ass. Let's take a look. These white guys love attacking Arab Muslims, man. Isn't that fucking phenomenal?
This one pushed me. You're comparing it to the Mudahar and Hasan thing, but at least Hasan is Muslim.
Yeah.
You know.
Noah's a white boy. Yeah,
Mike from PA, I'm saying.
Mike from from PA has no out. Hasan has somewhat of an out with the Muslim background. So anyway, here's Mike from PA. Shout out Yeet. This guy has his pulse on the fucking nation, dude. Mike from PA thinks AB should quit the H3. He's got his pulse he's got his finger on the pulse of the nation. What did I say?
You got the pulse on the nation or
Yeah,
something?
the nation has a pulse, and he's feeling it. I gotta cut my hair. I look so stupid. I hate it.
You know what? I was biting my tongue, but when you said earlier, why doesn't anybody take me seriously? I was like, maybe the lack of eyebrows and the jet black dyed hair has something to do with it.
It might, and that would have been a perfectly fine. I'm genuinely wondering if that's it. Then maybe I should change that.
Well, are you taking care of this soon?
Lena, what's my haircut scheduled?
Tuesday.
That's a long time. Still.
You should get a lineup.
You get a what?
You should get a lineup.
Don't encourage him. We need to reset. I think you just need to go full reset.
The eyebrows are killer. That having no eyebrows, the thing is, like, I have enough eyebrows where people don't necessarily immediately understand that's why I look so fucking weird. Yeah. They just look at me and go, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, no, it's subtle.
Kind of worse, actually. When you come put the finger
That's what I mean.
on it.
Yeah, you don't know
something
what's wrong with his face.
There's something.
There's something off about that guy.
Well, especially with the contrast now of the dark hair and no brows. Yeah,
there's a lot.
Something's going on.
So what kind of cut are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna buzz it all off. What choice do I have?
And the eyebrows?
You have so many choices.
The eyebrows, they grow back. What can I do about that?
You could do a fade.
I'm cutting it all off.
I don't understand.
There'll be no fades.
I'm so perplexed why you're going to the barber for a close shave.
Well, right, and so I've been doing this for my whole life.
Yeah.
The truth is, the barber, they clean up the edges and the sides, and sometimes they do a little fade. It makes it look nice. It makes it look a little nicer. Also, doing it yourself is really annoying. I've done it myself dozens of times over my life, and it's very fucking annoying to do.
Fair enough.
You know.
All right.
Just leave it to an expert.
You know?
You know.
So anyway, here's Mike saying, you should quit the podcast, but it's too late. He's speaking for the Muslim community. It's too late. I've consulted with the activists.
But also, what's my incentive if it's too late?
Yeah.
Like, what
nothing.
What are you trying to get across?
You're dead. You're going to hell. You're done. Really? He said, well, anyway, he quotes him, but I'll just watch it. And wouldn't you know, look who he's watching. All anti-Semitic roads lead back to George Janitis, the human STD. Surprise, surprise. Guess what, Georgie boy? I see you. I see what you're doing.
You said you'd pay for it last time we were talking about it.
Who said they paid for it?
AB is such a like AB is mad at me and he's mad at Hasan and he's
AB's
mad at
not. I'm sorry to put words in your mouth. AB doesn't fucking think about you, Mike from PA. Nobody does.
I have no idea, like, who this fucking guy is until he started talking recently. And when I first heard of him, for the record, I defended him. I was like, oh, I don't know who he is, but he was been defending me on Twitter. Seems like a nice guy. I had no idea who he was.
But it's not going to get him any clout.
Right.
Saying anything nice about any of us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Noah said, the Ethan H3 hate industrial complex is booming. Why does it have a caption? Mike from PA addresses AB. Too long didn't read. AB chose to turn his back on the pro-Palestinian community rather than risk his... Okay, so...
because he's really mad at himself. And, like, I get it. I wouldn't want to give up my easy fucking job where I didn't have to do shit, was responsible for nothing.
Literally your job. Literally what you do every day. You fucking goofball.
Like, I get it. Like me, I have my own show. This is something that AB doesn't understand. Like, I will live or die based on how I perform and whether.
Which is why you come every day in front of the camera and lie and just follow the fucking Hasan snail trail. Hasan leaves a path of goo that you slither behind. That's what butters the bread.
Whether you guys support me or not, I'm completely responsible for myself. I have no safety net. I don't have a boss. I don't have a bunch of other people to take care of me. I'm 100%. I will rise.
Why is he even going on this tangent? Because he realized what he said is dumb?
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
He's
like, oh, I wish I had a cushy job where I didn't have to do anything and got paid. And he's like, okay, wait, hold on. I need to hedge that a little bit because I'm obviously look dumb as fuck.
Rise or fall based on whether you guys support my channel or not. You could say I am a radical individualist, small business owner, successful under capitalism.
You have a Twitch channel. I mean, if that's the standard, I have a show too. So.
Yeah. I mean, he's a small Twitcher.
I think you just need an email. Just sign up.
Yeah, I think you're good to go, man. I think you might have more clout than Mike from PA. Frankly, how many Instagram followers does Mike from PA have on Instagram? You know what I mean? Like y'all are probably slam dunking him in the clout All-Stars game.
I don't even know, but the whole point of this is I don't fucking I've never said anything bad about him. I've never said anything about Hasan. For him to say he's mad at Hasan, he's mad at me, he's mad at himself. What the fuck are you talking about? But this isn't even the part that got me. It's
yeah. He knows you. He knows you all too well.
Okay. AB he's a flunky, which is basically somebody who's hired to make somebody else feel important. You know, he is the guy hired to listen to two virulent Zionists justify the genocide of Palestinians. And
just to be clear on the timeline, you've been working for us a long time before October 7th. I did not hire you to back a genocide. It doesn't chronologically meet up. It's temporally impossible.
Sit there and take it. He has to sit there and help. Now, I have a question for you, chat. If Mossad was looking at the fight between Ethan Klein and Hasan Abi, who do you think Mossad would side with?
I wonder, you fucking idiot. Who would he side with? What the fuck is even this point? It drives me insane.
I don't know. Mossad would side with the guy who's doesn't want to like kill and destate Israelis.
Well, let's take it even at a simpler level. Would the Israeli guy side with the Israeli or the Jewish or the Muslim guy? Like, what is this?
How about an even simpler level? What the fuck are we talking?
What are you doing?
What is siding? What does the Israeli intelligence organization have to do with this conversation?
Bro, Mossad, Mossad. That's why Ethan doesn't think that Israelis should be destated.
See, like the whole thing is so stupid. Like I can't even like attack it from just like a logical standpoint. Like you have to just through his framework. What the fuck are you talking about? Even if I'm accepting whatever he's saying, like it makes no.
The premise. What are we?
Oh, this is the whole doing? Ethan uses go to Gaza as a death threat. That was a crazy one. These people are mad, dude. Michael, go ahead, Michael. Who's Mossad would side with you, terrorist, Nazi.
How does going after...
Sorry, you know who would side with you, Mike? Nazis, white supremacists, anti-Semites, KKK. Checkmate.
Yeah, just I don't understand why going after an employee on a podcast who is a minority is helping your content because you have a problem with his boss. Like, how dare you? How dare you speak to my friend that way?
Oh, thanks.
Seriously.
Thanks,
like,
really. Well, also, just like sorry.
No.
Done? Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
Like he's talking about how he has a backbone, basically. He's willing to take a stand on like hating on the most hated person on the internet right now. Oh, big fucking whoop. Go after this episode, go to the snark and see how everyone calls me spineless for not defending Hasan. Then go on our subreddit and then see all the posts, how people say I'm a pussy because I am still defending Hasan. That's all it is. Every fucking different community, Destiny's community will come say that I'm still in love with Hasan. That's having a fucking balls because I'm standing on my fucking ground and what I believe in.
True.
I'm not gonna fucking get fired. I'm not gonna be sent back to Michigan. I'm not gonna make my wife starve for fucking idiots like you. Assuming your framework that Ethan is this evil boss and everything that you're saying. It's I don't know why this coming like I'm getting it every day, but for whatever reason, this goofy ass
he's
fucking
some
white
dumb
dude
fucking
put me
white
over the
bitch
fucking
who's
edge.
yeah. He's telling you that
it's an easy slam dunk. It's an easy slam dunk. Any of us, like right now on Twitter, they want to use us to fucking comment on any of our shit because they know we're gonna get ratioed, and they're just milking it because you're not on Twitter. I do not give a fuck. Like enjoy, but please do not act like you give a fuck about Palestine. Like I said, criticize me, but coming from a fucking white dude saying I'm fucking betraying my people.
Yeah.
It's
What
rich.
the fuck
I'm
do you
jumping the gun
stand
a little
on?
bit. Spoiler. Sorry, Chad.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
But this is so you right now. Is this it?
Huh?
Oh
What's
shit!
happening?
No, this isn't it. God damn it! Hold on, I had something.
Okay, hold on. He's cooking.
You're gonna love this, AB.
I like all the text Mike's PA has on his screen. I might start doing that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was unclear. Like, was that from his stream or was this Twitter account? He
I don't
posted
know.
It, at it? Like, there's so much going on.
This is the thing with Twitch streamers too. It's like the whole fucking screen is so goddamn.
But I don't know what is added and what's like. Did the Twitter account? Like, why is there a TLDR?
I think the Twitter account did.
AB
Yeah.
chose to turn his back rather than risk
No,
his
I don't
job.
think so. I think it is Mike from PA doing it.
He added the DLR.
No, I don't
Does he
think so.
really? He's like,
No,
he's
I
like,
don't
I
know
know a
about
lot of you
that.
don't want to watch me.
No, I think
No,
the
I mean,
Twitter
more than a
guy,
minute.
the Twitter account got it from a Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're like several
Yeah.
reposts deep or something.
Yeah,
That
it's
would
a
make
repost.
sense. That would make sense.
Okay, hold on.
All right, what are you?
It's so important.
Getting towards
It's so
Ethan?
important.
I'm telling you,
Pull
I
it
think
together.
it's that account because I've seen them do it before where they add. Oh, you're looking. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking about the text. Never mind.
I can't find it.
And while you're doing that, let me just say one last thing. It's not going to be the last thing, but for right now, no matter whoever's watching this, wherever it goes, no matter whose side you're on, Ethan's or Hasan's, I'll tell you one thing. Both sides said to leave us the fuck out of it. Both sides, just so you know. But people like Mike from PA, he knows.
Let's continue.
Pretty much, you're on the side of Mossad, AB. You're on the side of the IDF.
You're on. This is the dumbest logic. You're on the side of the Nazis then, because Nazis would say I disagree with Ethan because he's Jewish and I hate Israel. That would put you. What a dumb, infantile, baby-brained argument. Like these people they're crawling around mentally, fucking children. What do you mean?
There's so many
bro?
ways to respond to it, but. For the
Hitler's
record,
on
for
his
the record,
side.
I'm on his side. I'm on his side, by the way.
With Hitler.
If he's talking, well, no. If he's talking about the conflict, if he's talking about the conflict, then I've only said stuff that's pro-Palestine. So when he's saying whose side, just for the record, not the Nazi part. That was your little.
That was
addition.
my.
Yeah.
I'm just attacking his logic. Yeah. So at what point? Okay, hold on. I'm
Just
getting
explain
closer.
what you're
No.
going for here.
Let me help you, bro.
I don't care what your personal opinions are. I'm talking about the work you do day in, day out for a living. You are, and this is no exaggeration, literally selling out your own people.
How can you even unironically utter these words as a pathetic white bread loser whose fucking only claim to fame is lying on a ballot for running for mayor and losing in disgrace, being removed, riding the coattails of your mom? You are literally nobody.
You're going with this. Why is Tupac on the screen?
What?
What's happening,
What is
bro?
happening?
Hold on. I think I asked ChatGPT. I think I got it. This is so you, AB. Hold on.
This is so you, AB.
It's so
You're just
important.
like Tupac.
Well, this is gonna get.
Yeah, I know. This guy is very specific. Hold on. Okay, fuck.
I get it.
What's the line? Can you
West
just say the
side.
line?
I can't because I don't want to ruin the surprise. I'm gonna look at the transcript. Hold on. All right, AB, don't look at the chat, okay? I'll tell them so they can look. Well,
Don't look, AB. You have to promise.
don't look
All
at.
right, I'm not looking.
All right. It says. There it is. I need that timestamp.
That's sad. Me personally,
Okay.
I couldn't do it. I would rather move in with a family member and get a minimum wage job.
By the way, the socialist champion of the people, using people working minimum wage jobs as like a punching bag. I would rather be a fucking pathetic wage slave nobody
than a Rolex to fight for Mossad.
AB's not doing that,
Who
Mike.
said-
Just to stick up for my boy a little bit. Here, AB yesterday. This is how he spent his day doing his job. He wrote about how JoJo Siwa might be scamming her fans by selling VIP tickets to be her roadie. Also did a little bit of investigation into the King of Kong guy. The guy who plays Donkey Kong professionally.
Is he Jewish,
His
Billy
legal
Mitchell?
battle. No, I don't believe so. Billy Mitchell? I don't think so.
There must be a Jew involved in this story.
King Kong!
What else? What else do we have in here? Putting together some links of memes from our subreddit about our old security guard versus our new security guard.
Very good, bud.
This is AB's day. So
You're gonna get killed for saying all that. Thank you, Dan, but they're gonna get you now.
You are not interfacing with Mossad.
I mean, it's just reality. This like I think he's maybe over attributing a few things to poor AB here when he's really just he's just doing his job finding goofs on the internet. That's what he does for a living.
Yep, pretty much.
I would literally rather lose everything than be a little pissant defender of the genocide. And I'm just a white guy
I'd love if you could just point to one single solitary example of that.
from Pennsylvania.
We know it's your name.
Okay, why does that matter?
You put it
I'm
right
just
up.
a dude from Pennsylvania. Yeah, who got fucking removed off the ballot for fraud, lying about being a lawyer. What an idiot. What a loser. The most unfuckable man alive. That's my title for him. He might be the most unfuckable man that has ever walked this earth.
We don't know that.
I'm going out on a limb.
We don't know that for a fact.
One of, if not the most unfuckable men on the internet. I'm telling you, man.
We talking about this guy? You calling this guy the most unfuckable man on the internet?
Let's see.
That just feels good. Oh my god. Yeah. It just feels good.
What did you just do?
What did you just do?
Why is this couch now moved? Did you just hit the couch?
No.
I just nudged it.
No, I just nudged it.
He's cool.
Oh shit, they're here.
Don't worry.
By the way,
just had a moment.
I think he was in love with this girl. Yeah, this one. This is Mike from PA.
That's fine. So if a guy pays for my tab,
I think I'm getting your attention. I feel like I touched a vampire touching holy water.
can I help you?
Can I help you?
I think they want to go in.
I've never
Okay.
seen something more embarrassing.
There's another clip with her where she says, I spent one day with you and you're literally the stupidest person I've ever met.
Yeah, let me see that.
I wish we could show the edit. I mean,
Excuse me while I punch this couch. Mike from PA, pizza all day.
Can you pull that other one up?
I don't know. I've never seen that. I don't know what you're referring to.
He is the most unfuckable
I know about the
man.
couch one and the cringe one. Well, they're both cringe, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I think this clip we have now is good enough.
You know what he's doing? If I was like, on behalf of all Pennsylvanians, we disown you. You've betrayed us. It's like, bro, I've never even been to Pennsylvania.
I've been there. It was nice.
Well, it's even worse
I don't
than
think I'll
that.
ever go.
It's even worse than that analogy because there's a lot of stuff that comes with being Arab. You know what I mean? Like as stuff comes with being Jewish. His I don't know. I think that's why it got to me. Like even just thinking about this conflict overall, and I don't like talking about it because all the suffering that's going on in Gaza. Like I have no right to complain, but it's just interesting to think that before I was even born, my dad immigrated here because he lost his home to Israel in the war. Him and his family. Then even basic knowledge, I feel like that I'm missing growing up that other kids had. I feel like that's because my dad never got it because he never had a father because he lost his father because of this conflict. I was in 3rd grade when 9/11 happened. Right after that, it's like you hear all the terrorist jokes. And again, I'm the most white-looking Arab there is, so I'm not complaining. A lot of people have it a lot worse. But you grow up hearing that, and it didn't bother me that much, but it's affected both my siblings for life. It's given them like lifetime problems. And now, as an adult, October 7 happens, and again, I'm used as a chess piece in this whole thing. And it's just crazy to think about. Like, even, like, fuck, man, I'm like John Connor before I was even born. This shit was happening. But, yeah, it's a lot.
You know.
You're a
I'm
lot
just like John Connor, man. That's it.
Down. Yeah, and honestly,
I'm going to save you all.
before October 7th, you would like, the reactionary conservatives are the ones who are willing to like push around these minorities, characterize them. I don't know. It's fucked up. Here, I'll keep going.
He was the head of the Arab Union at his school and had to fight Islamophobia. Now he helps produce it. Wild how the world turns.
Dude, that's insane.
Arab Student Union, bitch. Biggest on-campus organization.
It
And
really-
the biggest and the most populated density of Muslims and Arabs outside the Middle East in America. Just so you know.
I think
I think it's really telling just that like right now there's a war raging that's like worse than it's ever been in Gaza, with Israel going in there militarily, continuing their bombing campaign, with like protests happening in Gaza, and they're taking time to talk about AB. Like, how fucking insignificant is that to actually what's happening? This is their activism. It's crazy. Yeah.
A white man going
That's
after
capitalist.
a struggling Muslim man is really, it boggles. It's rich. Like, what the fuck do you stand for? I'm very confused.
Nothing. He just wants attention and clout and money, and this is how he does it.
And wants to get a one-up on his boss. Like, what? I really, it truly doesn't.
It just fucking, it makes me want to just.
Uh-oh.
No, it's
Did you just? What did you just do?
Did that chair just
Did
move?
that chair just move?
Did you just punch a chair, AB?
It moved a little bit.
Dude, AB doing
he's
that
pissed.
pisses me off so much.
He's pissed. Oh no, no! It's an epidemic. Fuck it.
Okay, I got it.
Everybody, punch your chair at home. Everybody, stand up. Everybody,
Stand up.
Beat the shit out of your chair, your couches, your inanimate furniture. Come on, Lena. I know you've been training. Punish that chair, girl.
Yes, girl.
That's it. That's right.
Whoa!
You cannot, and for the record, you cannot do that in the ring.
Oh my god.
That's a penalty. Fuck yeah, dude. He's right. That feels really good.
People saying, don't sink to his level.
We're not.
Listen, we're
not. Yeah, how can you? How can you even stoop to his level?
I can't help it. I don't know. I had to do something.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish.
Was
this.
a baby?
And then we'll move on.
If you're willing to sell it,
because AB
capitalism
responds.
will buy it. And the fact that AB is
If you're willing to sell it, capitalism will buy it. Even socialism, you can sell, and people will buy it.
participating in the stalking of Hasan. And I don't understand, and me as well, right? And the character assassination of me, the character assassination of Denims, the character assassination of Frogan, the character assassination of a bunch of other innocent people.
He's referring to the Arab to Jew tier list, which they now hold is a complete, it's an Islamophobic overreach, which is awesome. That they were banned for a month for, by the way, from Twitch. Yeah.
And here's the thing that really disgusts me, and this is the thing, and this is why I don't like him, and I'm going to be honest with him. If AB had just reached out and said, I can't do this anymore, but I need your help to make my own show, do you know how much love he would have gotten? Do you know how many people would have rushed to support him?
Brother.
Do you know how many people would have boosted him up? And
Mike, you are nobody. He's acting like he's a kingmaker.
What the
Come
hell?
kiss the ring, AB, and I'll set you up for life. Dude, you're literally a nobody. What do you mean? That's just, who's watching this and not being like, this dude has lost his marbles.
build him a show that probably would make him even more money than he's making now. But instead of doing that, he stuck his dagger at all of our backs.
I don't even know. He's like, I don't even know who you are.
All of our
dude.
backs.
You're not Arab, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
You also weren't part of the conversation. Like, nobody talked about Mike from PA, like, at all. He was never part of this.
Not that I remember. Maybe we made like a few offhand gags at just how. Oh, I said that he looks like the before picture of a transformation.
Well, I mean, obviously we've talked about him several times on the show. That's not what I meant. I just meant like he was not on your radar at all until he inserted himself into all of this.
Are you sure it wasn't when we stabbed him in the back?
I mean,
someone I've never met.
I don't remember. I don't remember when that happened.
You know, these two guys, George Janitis, the human STD, and Mike from PA, the couch fucker. The two of them together.
No, that's JD Vance. He doesn't fuck couches. He beats
the couch
couches.
puncher.
Yeah.
If I saw them at like a booth at Subway, I would like sit far away from them. You could probably smell it.
What about at Denny's?
They would be at a Denny's for sure.
Well, you'd see them, right?
Yeah, but I would sit on the other side, and they wouldn't even be able to smell my.
They wouldn't even be able to smell your farts. Oh, he admitted.
Hypothetically.
He stuck a dagger at our backs for the safe choice of remaining Ethan Klein's sidekick. Actually, he's not even the sidekick. He's like the sidekick of the sidekick.
Maybe he's nobody's sidekick.
Assistant
Mike
to the
is
assistant
literally
regional
Hasan's
manager.
errand boy. Like, give me a break, dude. Yeah, there's no sidekicks, okay? Obviously.
Really makes me sad, dude.
It does.
Yeah, it seems
I
like
can tell you're all broken up about it.
And at this point, is it even viable? I mean, if AB tomorrow quit on stream and then apologized to everybody, including me, then maybe I'd change my mind.
Why is he even want an apology from you? What is he talking about? He's so
oh my god
out of his mind.
But like, Israel has restarted their genocide. You have the Nelk Boys coming on the show to promote. You're promoting pro-Trump people.
AB is adamantly against it, very outspokenly too.
It's not at AB's behest, believe me, or any of ours.
Mossad, though.
Please.
Mossad.
Like, just come back to reality a little bit.
And this is what they do. This is why we're suing. We're gearing up to sue Noah's because they can't say this shit. They're just saying they're just lying about terrible things, you know?
Left and right. You're trying to help the targeting of Palestinian advocates all over the country. People are being kidnapped by ICE, who are lawful permanent residents, to be deported.
What does that have to do with
no, that's terrible.
You should
And
probably
when
be
have
talking
we-
about
what?
that. You should be talking about those things instead of this.
I did a full stream about it, by the way.
About ICE?
About specifically what he's talking about. Yeah, this situation too. No, about
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see
Mahmoud,
it, but I think you probably hedged your. I think you were too pro ICE. They call me Heat because I'm so anti-ICE. HEAT. Healthy Ethan Alliance time.
Coming with that heat.
That's right, baby. We're the anti-ICE.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Not for nothing, but at times AB corrects the narrative when Ethan goes too hard for Israel, makes for some pushback in a large progressive audience. Does that count? No.
No!
No, it doesn't. Because when he's actually helping Ethan. Don't you understand that? When he prevents Ethan from saying something wholly wrong, he's actually protecting Ethan. Because if Ethan was out there saying lies and shit that was easily debunkable.
That's great. He goes, actually, it's better if Ethan, like, assuming that I'm doing, like, pro-genocide propaganda, which I'm not.
It's better that nobody's pushing back against it, actually.
Again,
what is this logic?
It's like the scenario that I was saying earlier, where it's like if I say something against you, all three of those scenarios play out on all sides, or they'll be like, "Oh, AB dunks on Ethan. I'm liking this AB on the snark, or whatever," and it's just all pushing whatever chess piece they need, whatever direction.
Yeah, it's fucked. I'm very sorry. It's really fucked, dude.
It would make the show even more discreditable. He's protecting H3 to protect himself, and he lets a lot of other shit go. So the fact that he occasionally corrects one or two things, it doesn't matter. It's what side are you on? Are you on the side of the Palestinian people? Are you on the side of the people that are fighting for Palestinian liberation? Or are you on the side of the pro-genocide Zionists? And
meanwhile, he's like, meanwhile, people are protesting Hamas, but it's actually Israeli propaganda. I don't know what he said on that, just to be clear. That's just a facetious...
I talked about that yesterday in my stream.
Impersonation, yeah. So anyway, that's enough for Mike from PA. Let's see what AB said about the cave dweller, the couch abuser. You want to read it or you want me to read it? You want to read it?
Oh, I can. Okay, yeah. Can you? I can't see it. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, I cannot believe the amount of stupidity and delusion in this 4-minute clip. Allow me to address some of the claims made by this person. One claim was that I am mad at Hasan Denims and that I am mad at Mike himself. Please provide me with a single clip where I have said anything bad about Hasan or Denims.
That's their kryptonite.
Or provide me with
a single clip.
Or provide me with the clip where I spoke negatively about Mike. It doesn't exist because I hardly know who the fuck Mike is. He defended me a few times on Twitter in the past, and I was appreciative that he spoke up for Palestine. Now, in retrospect, I see that he cares more about drama farming than actual helping the Palestinian people.
True.
He then claims that I am on the side of the IDF. I've said a million times that I believe the IDF is a terrorist organization. This person then has the nerve to tell me I'm selling out my own people. Who the fuck are you to say I'm selling out my own people?
Yep.
Is this Mike from the Middle East?
No.
I find it hilarious that Hasan and Denims have both said to leave the crew alone because they're in a tough situation, but Mike somehow has the authority to speak for my people. To demonstrate his disillusion even further, he says I should have reached out to him and making my own show. Again, I ask, who the fuck are you?
Oh man, he is the most despicable.
And he responded. And he went live. I'm surprised he didn't already have the ratio, but he went live and to talk about this. Because again, this is all easy slam dunks. Anytime anyone on the crew posts anything, to just use it as a vessel to
tension,
talk shit. Yeah.
So what you're saying? So is there a ratio thing happening?
Yeah. If you roll down.
Okay. So Mike thinks he's hot shit. You've participated in slandering all of us. Shut up, you goofy fucking. Bro, you literally got removed from the mayor ballot for lying about your occupation.
He wasn't mayor.
What was it?
He was like running for like a rep seat or something. I don't remember.
Some public.
It wasn't mayor.
Some public office. Yeah, he got removed from the ballot for lying about his occupation. I believe he failed out of law school, or never passed the bar. I think it is.
Just. If you don't remember, you probably should say.
I mean, I do know something like that because I've looked into it. He said, you've participated in slandering all of us while your boss is actively working to get us deplatformed, targeted by the Trump admin. What? And you have openly acknowledging posting free Palestine so you could block Palestinian advocates here on Twitter. Oh my God. Here you boost a stalker account. A stalker account? Are you really that fucking baby brained? Okay, well, Mike thinks he's hot shit because he ratioed AB. So we need to get out. We need to out ratio him, guys.
Oh.
Yes, it's important. What do you mean?
Dan, are you with me or against me?
It's a show of force,
at the end of the day,
bro.
that's what this is all about. I'm being frank.
It's all about getting ratioed on Twitter or not? Oh my God.
Dude, we got to play their game.
How else do you know if you win, Dan?
You don't have to play your game. Nobody should be on Twitter. Nobody should be on Twitter at this point. It's fucking insane. Like, it blows my mind that we're still at this point where this is where all of this discourse occurs.
Well,
on Elon Musk's fucking platform.
I disagree. But that's fine. I mean, listen, that's the thing too. Like, I'm going to post through, I have my fucking notifications off. Every single one of my comments could be bullshit, drama farming, but let it be proof to everyone that you do not give a fuck. Let it be proof.
Of course not. Yeah, of course he doesn't. So let's drop the link in chat though, because we need to show a force.
I love Tesla.
We're pulling out the big guns. Y'all thought me getting ready to sue Noah was full throttle. It's time to upvote AB on Twitter. That's right.
Yeah.
Let's spam that link in chat, gentlemen and gentle ladies.
And again, like I was. I've been getting this nonstop, but for whatever reason, just coming from a white dude. I think because I saw the video and it wasn't just text. I think the video is what set me off. And now, actually, yesterday I found out that fucking Millhouse puts out a video where he looks in the camera and he goes, "Well, I'm Lebanese, and I'm telling you, you're a disappointment to our people."
He's defending Mike.
Yeah, he's defending Mike, which the irony of I'm going against my people. Again, he could criticize me all he wants, but to do it in this thread where I'm calling out a white guy for speaking about my people,
he's okay with that.
He sides with the white person.
He's not even like I agree with Mike, but it's like I'm okay with the concept of a white dude speaking on behalf of the Arab population.
The irony fucking kills me.
Yeah, good man. Let's get more of that. Hasan he's called me a bad person with a dying career. He's joined the chorus of people saying I have a dying career. People have been saying that for 10 years. But I'm still standing. Ooh. Elton John, Dan.
I thought that was Mark Twain.
He didn't make music, okay?
Oh.
Look, man, 17 months of ethnic cleansing. If you're still justifying bombing hospitals with fucking fake bullshit that Israel never provided evidence for, you're a monster. You're not a good person.
Yeah, I agree. Who's doing that? Someone doing that? Who's in the room? Who's justifying bombing hospitals? Will you please stand up?
You are a fucking bad person, okay? It's not about debates. It's not about beef. It's not about fucking drama. It's not about your dying career. Okay.
Come on, bro. That's just stupid. You're just being a silly dummy here. Come on. I mean, I get the same numbers as you do. You know what I mean? Like, man, what are we doing? Come on. Dying career. By the way, if you want to talk dying career, this dude was down to like 10,000 live viewers before October 7th. Fucking whoopee. This guy's profiting from more than the industrial complex. He's got his own Raytheon going on there. Call Hasan Raytheon, because this man is profiting from the war more than anyone.
Okay? You're just a bad person. Not only are you a bad person, but you're actively also deluding your fucking fans who are not bad people themselves.
A plea to the audience. Please, guys, please free yourself.
But simply deluded and misguided stands into agreeing with bad positions. You are using the remainder of your influence that you have.
Come on, dude. I'm Ethan Klein. Come on, bro. Excuse me, aren't you the guy that was begging me for a fucking collab on Young Turks like 10 years ago before you even, when you got your Nepo job? Excuse me. Show some respect. Kiss the ring, you fuck. You're only relevant today because I fucking did a show with you. Literally created him.
I don't think that's really true at all.
I created him.
I don't think so.
Along with Destiny. I know it hurts to hear. Destiny created
Destiny?
No, fuck. No, Destiny created Hasan. He made Hasan, and I gave him some flute. I don't know. Basically, I'm cooler. I'm cooler.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Bro, I'm Ethan Klein.
For better or worse.
Over an increasingly smaller audience to, you know, fill their heads chock full of misinformation at the behest of establishing a defensive posture for a genocidal apartheid state. It's fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
That can't feel good. Deep down inside, there has to be a dude that I met, that I knew, that's going, oh, don't do this. This is maybe a bridge too far. Like, you cannot be this fucking deluded.
Sorry, bro. When that CPS showed up, there's no bridge I won't burn. And I'm burning.
This is just straightforward Nazi shit, dude.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry. Calling a Jewish dude a Nazi needs to be understood as what it is. It's a straight up anti-Semitic Holocaust inversion attack. Like calling me a Nazi, even if I'm pro-Israel, let's say, despite my many statements to the contrary, calling a Jewish guy a Nazi in this way, it's just anti-Semitism. There's no fucking way to cut it, man. What a scumbag.
One step removed from Lebensraum.
I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? Lebensraum was the German doctrine that they wanted to remove Russia, a large swath of Russia, for German living space. That's me. That's fucking insane. I mean, like, again, that's like, I feel like you shouldn't be able to say stuff like this without repercussions. And actually, let me take a note here real fast.
SS on Pike KKK Dan KKK class.
Do me a favor, can you actually here. Sorry, one sec. I don't want to forget. All right. So thank you, Hasan. I'm a Nazi and I want Liebesraum. Based on what? Nothing. I can't actually give you an example. You just have to take my word for it. Let's see. Hasan's coverage of the Hamas protesters has been insanely disgusting. I storied a few of them. Here's the headlines. Hasan and co. are with the terrorists, not the Palestinians. Hasan's only cover... Whoops. That went fast. Wait, how do I go back? Oh, it's a video. Okay, hang on. Hasan and co. are with the terrorists, not Palestinians. Hasan's only coverage of this was to discredit the protesters. Never forget. I mean, by now we all know what's happening there. I don't need to read the headline. But here's what Hasan has been saying about the protesters. First, here's the video he posted on that day. Are the protests in Gaza about Hamas or Israel? As the brave Gazans who protest their tyrannical government are methodically murdered by Hamas and tortured and disappearing, Hasan the propagandist does his part to run defense for the terrorists. This is from today. And again, like, what do you lose by supporting the protesters? Why do you need to defend Hamas to be pro-Palestine? At every turn, it's just defend Hamas, whitewash for Hamas. You don't catch me doing that at all for Israel. Continue.
So I watched his video, the clip of it. He did say that it was more than just protesting Hamas. But at one point in the video, he does say he's not going to condemn the protesters who went against Hamas. He said that's
so brave.
That makes sense.
I'm not even saying he condemns them. He's downplaying them. He's reducing their struggle to a Jewish conspiracy. I don't think he condemns them. I just think that, like, he's twisting the situation. Well, I'll show you what he said.
I feel like everyone's twisting the situation, and that's why it's so infuriating.
Well, I mean, listen.
Huh? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
Listen, there's people in Gaza that are protesting Hamas. That's the story.
Yeah, but I've just been seeing also, like, people using this now for the first time to talk about the genocide that's going on. And people are saying that, look, this is what we've been saying all along. It's Hamas, which I agree with. But, like, yeah, that's what people have been saying forever, is that the people are different from the organization running the area. So if now all these outlets who are now talking about this, they accept that, do they also accept that it's not fair to, like, bomb them indiscriminately? Because some of the shit I was seeing was insane. I completely agree. They were protesting Hamas. But I was also seeing people saying stuff like, oh, they're also protesting Al Jazeera being there. And they're just sprinkling on.
Is this Twitter stuff? Because is this Twitter stuff where you read this kind of stuff?
I just was watching all the mainstream
coverage?
outlets about it.
Okay.
Yeah, like across the world. Australia, everywhere, talking about it breaks my
You're
heart.
right.
Because
You're right. People on both
have,
sides. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a voice. And I'm completely condemn Hamas. I agree. I think they were protesting Hamas. I heard that it started as something else and then spontaneously formed into that, and that Hamas took the leader and tortured him.
Killed him, disappeared him. Also, I've heard that it's gone violent where the protesters are now, they're killing Hamas people who are responsible for murdering and kidnapping protesters.
Yeah, I mean, these people are desperate. There's, and again, I'm complaining about being a chess piece. It's like these people are used, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to regret jumping on, like, some outlets, like the extreme right outlets, are going to regret right away saying that this was completely Hamas. And I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying that because now you have acknowledged that the people are protesting. So now there's proof of you understanding that difference. So any other action, you can't just hide behind Hamas was here, so we did this. Hamas was there, so.
There are multiple sources for these desperate people suffering. And I think that recognizing both is, I don't see a problem there. It's a very complicated issue.
Acknowledging is complicated. It's kind of enough to be called genocide supporter these days. Not that you're not. I'm just saying.
No.
There's
I mean,
fucking. Yeah.
On the opposite.
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
Hamas's fault that Israel is bombing them. Now, this is also being egged on by the Israeli command, for the record. Like the Israeli military, here, I have it from here, right here. This is important to understand. The protests against Hamas are being ordered by the Israeli military. They're not ordered. I wouldn't say they're ordered by the Israeli military. I don't fully agree with the statement from Zionism Observer, even though I believe
Zionism Observer. I'm sure that's a really partial, great representative source.
As an observer is a formative archiver of war crimes that I'm pretty sure international human rights groups are using as well. They primarily focus on archiving the war crimes that Israeli occupying force soldiers themselves post on the timeline. The defense minister Katz, who so far does not have an IC arrest warrant, told Palestinians in Gaza they will lose their homes and more land if they don't join the protest. Here is Emmanuel Manny Fabian. He is the IDF military correspondent for the Think Times of Israel. He says, Defense Minister Israel Katz warns Palestinians in Gaza the military will soon operate in additional areas of the Strip, telling them to learn from the civilians in Beit Lahia who have been. It is shown that Hamas is...
Yeah, I mean, listen, the IDF is... It's advantageous to the IDF that they're protesting. So, of course, they'll be like, let's encourage that. I mean, that's obvious, right? Doesn't mean that they're doing it because of Israel. Just kind of psychotic, weird Jewish conspiracy shit.
Is more popular in the West Bank in the eyes of the Palestinians.
Oh, this is great. According to Hasan, Gazans are too stupid to know that Hamas is bad. Listen to this.
In the West Bank than they are in Gaza. There needs to be a reason for this. Is more popular in the West Bank in the eyes of the Palestinians in the West Bank than they are in Gaza. There needs to be a reason for that. Part of the...
Okay, so Hamas is more popular in the West Bank, a place that's not ruled by Hamas, that they watch from afar. In Gaza, where Hamas rules, they're less popular. Now, why do you think that might be? You know, what's the obvious answer, right? That they're terrible, that they're fucking evil and terrible. Pretty much, I think, probably.
The reason is because, of course, people attribute the crimes of Israel in terms of like famine or in terms of the horrible conditions to administrative failures of Hamas.
So his point is that Gazans hate Hamas because of Israel? Like they can't tell the difference between like, they don't know the difference. Like, oh, there's administrative challenges because Israel's attacking us, right? He's saying, so that's why they hate Hamas. Versus like them being like cruel, just cruel, despot, violent rulers. Like he doesn't think that people in Gaza can tell the difference.
Yeah, well, they blame Hamas for October 7 and everything that followed up, all the devastation that they've been going through, essentially.
Right.
No.
Yeah. It's like, again, he's just whitewashing for Hamas at every corner. And it's like, dude, you don't have to do that.
Conditions to administrative failures of Hamas as a political operative.
Oh, yeah. This is unrelated, but this was nuts, man. This was on the server. This man discovers the name of his family members who lost their lives during Holocaust in Auschwitz. Unrelated to Israel, Palestine, Zionism, anything. It's just a dude seeing his family's name on a wall of those who were murdered by Nazis. And then this is all the comments. Imagine crying for someone you never knew. Crocodile tears. Nice try, Diddy. Well done, comment section. I'd be crying too. Imagine being a Jew. Deserved button. Like Germany button. Victim card. Imagine the list of Palestinians. Top 5 things. I mean, it's just every comment is like, wow. That's crazy, dude. Wood doors. They love that one. Yeah. Pretty crazy, man.
Just been seeing more and more of that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is the norm now on social media. This is the norm, you know. The guy, he's just sitting there, fucking mourning the loss of his family. It's got nothing to do with politics. The comments are giving me hope.
That's crazy.
I'm waiting for the next slide. There's another thing afterwards. Paid actor. And then, oh, this is the guy who, Hamas accused of abduction, torture, and murdering of Gaza dissident. Yeah, I don't know if Hasan mentioned him. I tagged him just so he's aware of him. So there's that. This, can you guys explain this take to me? I found this very bizarre.
Goblin. The difference here is that there is a project here. There's an ideological project here. And I think a lot of people get it and some people don't. So they just have like a stupid perspective on it and they go, ah, you're a clout goblin. Yeah, sure. Okay. The question I have for you is that if all I cared about was clout, why the fuck would I talk about Israel all the goddamn time? Are you stupid?
I mean, that literally revived your fucking career. Like, you are actually getting 10,000 live viewers before Gaza. Like, even trying to deny that it hasn't been helpful for his career is just weird. Just be like, yeah, I benefited from it, but, well, he does not really doing anything for the Palestinians. You'd be donating a lot of money that he's earning.
Stupid. Like, especially in the way that I talk about it, where I also don't even entertain a second of anti-Semitic commentary on the subject matter. If I wanted clout and I had an anti-Israel position, you bet your fucking ass if all I gave a shit about was clout and not like presenting my vision for the world, I would be anti-Semitic as fuck. Look at all the top...
What does he mean by that? Is if I wanted clout, if I wanted to be more famous, I'd be anti-Semitic as fuck? I mean, he continued.
I guess he's probably referring to people like Candace Owens who have kind of jumped on the pro-Palestinian train as a way to like revive her career, which has been very successful.
That's true. She's killing it.
Candace, Dan Blazarian. He was talking about...
Dan Blazarian's probably another good example. No, I don't think that... I think I understand what he's saying.
He's talking about the Daily Wire and how they're falling out and how...
I called that. Okay, I get it. I called that Daily Wire. Man, I'm so prophetic. I wish people would just listen to me.
You say you're so pathetic.
I'm so prophetic. That's me saying kiss the ring.
Oh, don't worry, I got it.
I say.
Anti-Israel commentators that get so much motion on the matter. It is quite literally uninterrupted, full-blown, the Jews are responsible.
Okay, I mean, listen, I personally
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's right, actually, about like, I forgot how popular Candace Owens was.
She's like number 3 biggest podcast in the world or something now.
Yeah, no wonder the Instagram comments are like
crazy.
Like, I was thinking of people like Nick Fuentes, who's not popular, or he's very niche, and then who's that other psycho? He's like the libertarian communist or something. Jack.
Oh, that guy, Hinkle or something
who's
like
also
that.
not really that popular.
He's a MAGA communist.
Yeah,
actually, he's a MAGA communist. Yeah.
But okay, Hasan's a champion of the Jewish people.
Well, for it. Either I would never mention Israel, or never mention any politics whatsoever, and just simply talk about like, other shit, have fun,
By the way, when he streamed video games, he had like 12,000 live viewers. Just saying.
Well, people don't watch Hasan for his gaming ability.
Well, of course.
Right.
But he's saying I would just have fun if I wanted clout. It's like, no, you wouldn't. That's not even consistent with the facts.
And do like silly content.
But okay, fair enough. Sure. You can always be more anti-Semitic. He's right. There's always the next level. Hasan said, Hasan. Okay, now this is fun. You guys are going to love this. Hasan, we've talked about his merch. I've wondered, like, how the fuck does he make it American made for $35? It doesn't make any sense. So the people that make the shirt and the design, or not the design, the people that make the shirt and print on it is a U.S. union. Okay. But who's making the art here?
This is done deliberately. The trigger lives. The right is alting and it's working. I mean, I'm not triggered by it. I'm just disgusted by it. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't care if you're making fucking AI art, dude. I don't care. Like, congratulations. You're killing it, okay? I'm glad. I'm glad that you did an input. You're a real artist, okay?
So he has a clear stance on AI art. I have, this is from his new post. I have no fucking way to explain these bizarre artistic, quote unquote, bizarre artistic choices other than AI. It doesn't make any sense. Like, this is hallmark AI weirdness in the art. Like, what's going on with the horn? What is this? Like, why would an artist draw this? It doesn't even make sense.
It's so hard to tell. Like, I saw this going around. Like,
what is this?
I agree. It looks weird as fuck, and the side of the computer is weird too. But like,
yeah, what the
it
fuck?
could just be a stylistic thing, I guess. It's so hard to tell.
Why would
like,
an
nowadays
artist
with all
draw
this shit.
3 CD drives on the side of a monitor?
Is that what it's supposed to be? I honestly
like
don't even
it.
know what it's supposed to be on
Or
the
maybe
side
like
there.
maybe hard drive slots or something.
It's like the cables are like coming out of the side or something.
Also, we know that AI has difficulty with hands. The hands are pretty fucking weird.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This
There
one
are
has
6
4.
fingers.
That one has 6. This one has 4 and 1 missing, or 1.
I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say it's not suspicious, but also I feel like you can't
Look,
really
how
know.
can you know for sure? We don't know for sure. We can't. But by my expertise in the subject of AI art,
yeah, you're an expert on that?
This is screaming AI art.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, who knows who the artist is? Maybe they have just like a weird style.
I mean, people have been. He could.
Everybody in the chat saying no, it's definitely AI. I mean, listen, I'm leaning that way, but I just feel like you can't really.
It's okay
you
to
can't
hedge.
say for sure.
I feel like there's no artist in the world that would make these choices, because it's just not human. It's like not human. It doesn't make any sense. That being said, Hasan could easily disprove this by just sharing the artist. Also, who uses the art and doesn't even shout out the artist? That's weird, especially for this guy who's all. We're all for the people here, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be that.
Here's a previous one. This isn't the first time he's been accused of using AI art. This is from his previous merch drop. Someone pointed out the really weirdness happening in this one, which, by the way, very tastefully, a guillotine outside the White House.
See, this one I could see being like a photo collage or something, and then just running through a filter to like turn it into line drawings and some of the weirdness from that.
By the way, I wouldn't trust these.
Yeah, these like AI detection websites seem like bullshit to me.
It does look AI though. I feel like. Let me.
I think it's worth questioning. I'm not totally convinced by what I've seen, but it definitely.
This one is less obvious than the demon.
Some suspicion, for
in my opinion. The demon one is way weirder. But like the. I see.
That look.
It's pretty weird.
That being AI.
Like, what is this? And then this shit down here.
Well, that's a gap between the bottom of the head thing.
Okay.
Like that would be the building behind, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it's so.
That
it's
one's
sad
not
that
as
we're at
obvious.
this point where it's so hard to tell, but.
I feel like that one is just the like stock. Was it stock art or what's it called? You just buy images, or
Right.
It's like that
Clip
generic
art or some
Yeah,
shit?
clip art. I feel like it's just clip art, just slapped together.
The demon one is way worse.
The reality is, a person who's good with AI, you won't notice it.
Sure.
So-
Not only is it AI, it's someone's
Yeah.
shit with AI.
All right.
You would fix it. You would brush it up. And be like,
yeah,
"This is
ironically,
weird."
if that's AI, that's a bad AI
True.
artist. Or whatever
Here
you
is
like to call it.
someone on the subreddit did an analysis of the gargoyle. So, coming from a place of hating the thought of artists being replaced. Okay.
So what have they done? They've fixed it.
They
Or, like-
fixed it. Yeah. They're like, this is what it should look like, which here's the tail. Here's the wings. He has no feet. That's a good point. Where's the feet? So this is the fix. And then here's the original. It's just bizarre, man.
I see.
Okay. I'm a hobby illustrator, but just to show how a 5-minute sketch improves the vibe. Although the wings are grim, I tried to match like for like, including the missized hands. I'm going to feel like such a dick if it's not A, but I feel like Hasan should be promoting the artist. Yeah.
They drew the wings of redemption.
And what we know of the wings of redemption, we know one thing: it's not real. There's no redemption.
They're clipped.
It's a damn shame.
They're clipped wings, right?
Clipped wings of redemption.
Here he is, rocking the merch, and he cut off the sleeves too. By the way, it was fucking cool as hell.
Yeah, that's so hot.
I'm not gonna fashion police him, but these shoes do not go. I'm sorry, the shoes just don't fucking go with the outfit. It's ridiculous.
Police is waiting outside, motherfucker.
Like, bro, get real. Can you please get real? Oh my god, Hasan's the type of dude who watches himself in the mirror when he has sex. He probably sets up a mirror and jerks off watching himself.
I don't want to think about that, man.
Think
That's
about
too
it.
much. Nope.
Think about it right now.
Stop.
I think I must be right. By the
I'm
way,
shooting ropes, bro.
Oh, that's it. I guess we did it. We did everything.
Is it over? Is it finally over?
Think so.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Unless you have anything to
I got
add.
tut-tutted. I want to look at this funny photo of Zach. It's not related to Warzone or anything heavy, but maybe that would be a good way to wrap it up today.
I want to
Zach
talk about
spotted at the
Beatles
Dodger
movie.
game yesterday.
Say what? What'd you say?
Here, let me just open it. Why don't I just surprise you?
I also have a little palette cleanser from our good friend Cam. Yeah, I'm sending it right now.
You talking about Cam Grants?
Cam Grants, yeah. He texted me.
Wait, oh no. Zach, okay, hold on. Zach, you are so boosted. Always in the dugout, man.
Yeah, dude.
So was this from so this was like the television broadcast or?
No, so the seats we were in dugout, but it wasn't like on TV. We were just like to the left.
So where did this photo come? This photo is from like the field.
I guess it must when Mookie was running to the
No, you were on TV, bro.
Oh, okay.
Where do you think this is from?
No. I'm saying that we weren't on TV all the time.
You weren't
was
like
last
behind the
not behind
batter.
all
And I see Todd. I see the Toddster right
The
next to you.
Toddster.
Yeah, we had a grand old time, man.
He went gray. I remember when I met him, he was black hair.
He's still a little salt and peppery, but more on the salt.
He's graying.
Yeah.
He's more on the salt side.
Yeah, I think he rocks it though.
Yeah.
Toddster.
And then Zach posted this.
How'd you? So fucking funny,
Which,
dude.
first of all, let me just say, Zach, very, very nice photo of you. You look very handsome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But
I lost some weight, so you know.
There's something interesting that I
What?
noticed.
So neatly tucked.
Everything is like.
I don't see the issue.
That's the most forced one.
Can I ask
ever,
you,
bro.
Zach, did you intentionally do this, or is this just...
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't even have to ask. Come on now.
Well, I don't know. It might be just a happy coincidence.
No.
The sleeves are a little short on that jacket.
Yeah.
Not on this one though, weirdly.
It's a nice photo of me. I wanted to post it.
It doesn't look comfortable to have your hand like that.
It's very comfortable, love. I don't know why you would.
I'm going to back up Zach. I don't see anything wrong with it.
You don't see an issue.
I don't see a damn issue. I don't know what.
Okay,
this
no,
is.
it's
Tugging the
fine.
shirt all the way up to your shoulder.
Zach, how do you get on the field during the game?
That's where our seats were. We weren't on the
not on the
field.
field.
We're-
Wait, that's where you were sitting?
Yeah, look, he's right in front of his seat.
There's is that sand from the...
yeah, from the dirt. Yeah.
No,
we were by the.
Whose seats are those?
What's that?
Whose seats are those?
We got them. My dad took me to the game.
Your dad owns... Oh, he bought the...
no,
he doesn't
he
have
bought
season
tickets.
tickets. He bought them. Okay.
Yeah. So we were like 3 up from there.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it was
Pretty
I gotta
sick.
say I was a little disappointed with the food. It was very kind of mid. dude.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What a
kind of
bummer.
mid.
Uh-oh.
I splurged, I haven't been eating like shit, so I had like 4 hot dogs. Yeah, they had like a buffet of shit, but it was just mid. Like I was
That is so
disappointed.
disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Game
Life
was
is not
good.
fair.
Life's not fair. We're sitting.
If life was fair, that food would have been better.
Yeah, I know, but it was an exciting game. Mookie hit a 2-run homer, which was fucking exciting as shit.
Mookie.
See that. But it was fun. We had a good time.
Cameron Grants, your Beetlejuice Alec Baldwin today. This is a compliment. This was when he was.
This is what he sent me. Yeah, when I saw Cam's name, because Cam is always
stand up.
Wait.
I mean, I'm not wearing the exact same. I've never seen this. I was cracking up when he sent me this. But Cam being the most positive person ever, I'm like, oh, he's probably texting me, checking in on me like he always does. And I opened this up. But he sometimes he doesn't watch the all of it live, so he's probably just catching up. Probably didn't get to the Warzone part.
He's right. Yeah.
Sending you support, buddy.
Yeah.
No pressure. No pressure. Oh, by the way, tomorrow's members, I've been hyping up my boy Lyrics Born, he's my favorite of this new genre that's being served to me. And his videos get claimed. So what I'm planning on is doing a whole Lyrics Born extravaganza. Lyrics will be born tomorrow for members only.
Wow. Okay. That's exciting.
I think a lot of new fans are going to be born tomorrow with the Lyrics.
I don't doubt it because he's pretty cool. I have an exciting announcement. Next Tuesday, the Members Girls Ep is on. We talked about it yesterday with Hila. She's back from her trip to New York, and her and Lena and Olivia got together and chopped it up a little bit.
The idea is so good. Am I allowed to say it or no?
Yeah, you can tease it. Why not?
Okay. So it's going to be called The Tea Party, and we're going to set it up like a little garden, little when little kids do tea parties with little tea sets and stuff. So a small table with small chairs. We're going to dress up all cute like Marie Antoinette, and we're going to have a tea party, and we're going to do some fun stuff. The list is long.
The list is long.
Sounds like a Vika.
We're going to talk shit about all the boys.
Yeah, that is one of the ideas.
No boys allowed.
They're going to write in their slam books.
It'd be great.
Don't say I work from Assad. That's all I ask.
I literally swear I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't foresee
Not even close to anything I'll say.
Yeah.
So that's on Tuesday, which means 5 episodes next week.
Wow.
Who's doing that?
Wow.
Who's doing that? Genuinely, nobody.
Genuinely, a lot
Not
of
even
people.
Close.
All kinds of people do that.
They just go. They don't do what we do.
A lot of people do.
I mean, I feel
Who
like
does what we do?
Most talk show hosts record 5 times
streamers?
a week.
Hey, I mean, on YouTube.
Most streamers.
Most streamers just go live. They just fuck around, bro.
What do we do?
Bro, this is what? Okay, you're insulting yourself.
Yeah, what's going on here?
No, I have no illusions. We come out and we fuck around.
Well, we plan a show for every single day of the week.
Yeah, we scheme, we plan.
Yeah, there's some scheming and there's some planning involved, but
That's better. That's more than most streamers.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I take it back.
Streamers don't do shit.
Take it back.
That's right.
Reddit
Don't
Link
call him a
record a
streamer.
bunch.
Get back.
Don't call him a streamer. Don't.
Reddit Link probably do the closest what we do. Probably a little more.
Rhett and Link do a lot.
They do so much more than us.
They do more than us.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
15-minute episode.
They for sure have like 3 times the.
Yeah, they got like 50
staff.
people there.
Yeah, I feel like.
That is true. That is true. People say Philly D does. Yeah. Again, he's the GOAT. I mean,
Nah, he just shows up and talks fast.
Yeah. He's good at it.
Nah, Philly does do. He does do it. Philly Don did it.
He gone Don diddly done it.
Yeah, but he skips on Fridays, so he does 4 times a week.
We do that. We don't do that.
Well, we also do 4 times a week.
Not next week. 5.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby, anything else to hit on before?
Let me hit on
started
a couple,
on time, so
a couple. Yeah, we're pretty much out of time. Can I read a couple of these donations?
absolutely, I'd be delighted.
Okay, a $50 one just came through from Dave Kinker. Dave Kinker. Been a fan since 2018. Never missed an episode. Wow.
No way.
Thank you, Dave. Have gotten me through good times and bad times. Also, shout out to Dan. Dan Music Taste with Origami Angel last year. I hate to break this to you, brother, but that was like 2 months ago. 3 months ago. Almost 4 now, I suppose. Okay.
Well, last year.
It was at the beginning of this year.
Oh.
It was when we did our Wrapped, our Spotify Wrapped thing. Anyways, Music Taste with Origami Angel last year. Anywho, hey, I'm also
It's a wrap.
DNP. So if you still have medical themed skit on the back burner, let me know. What is a DNP? I don't know that acronym. A doctor of nursing practice. Oh. Is that like a Is that like a king nurse? Is that like a top tier nurse?
Pretty much.
Designed for nurses seeking a terminal degree in nursing practice. Oh, very cool. Well, thank you. Listen.
Did you know there's
Thank you,
nurses
Dave,
that
and I'm
can-
glad you enjoyed that music, Rick.
Nurse practitioners. I think they can even prescribe medicine.
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah.
They can.
That's sick, bro. You don't have to become a doctor.
Like, it may technically have to go in between the doctor, but like he like just quickly authorizes it. But I could be wrong. Let me check. I think that's my job.
Oh yeah, people are wondering when I get the ugly watch. What are we? I know we ordered it.
I messaged Ian about it this morning.
He's keeping it, isn't he?
No. Remember, it was custom made, and he said it was coming between, what did he say, like April...
What?
Okay. I'm just going to tell you. April 4th and 14th. So as soon as Friday or as late as, I don't know, the next Friday or something like that. In the near future.
It's coming.
And by that same token, let me see what the status on my Wuhan wig is. I'm pulling up the tracking right now. Let's take a look. With this tracking...
COVID-19! I'm seeing that they can prescribe, but in
Let's go.
certain situations they may need to reach out depending on the type of medicine.
All right, we are tracking.
Percocet?
Let me see.
I'm kidding. I know that's a highly scheduled.
Oh, it has people. It's moved from Wuhan to Shanghai. We're in Shanghai now.
That's big.
Shut down the country quick.
I think going from Wuhan to Shanghai, I have to imagine will be its last stop in China before it makes its way to California. So
imagine
hopefully
this
soon.
world we live in, Dan, where we can custom order a shitty watch with a picture of Ian on it, and it's been made in some factory far off in China, and somebody's walking it.
This was
Literally.
the wig. This was the wig, not the
watch.
the
wig.
that I
Where's
was
the
tracking,
watch?
Yeah. I don't know where the watch is coming
And all that for $3.
I don't think it was.
Oh, the wig was expensive.
The wig was pretty expensive.
Like $100.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big.
Somebody's walking that wig to from Wuhan to
the wavy blonde capless long Remy human hair casual Viking look. Just the casual Viking look.
Cash.
That's the official title there.
People want to know about the raffle winner. Have we said anything about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we announced that's all done.
Oh, the Japanese guy.
Yes, it was a fan in Japan.
Okay, so we chose someone. It was some Japanese fan, and which is so random because like he's got to be one of the few out there.
I don't think we have a huge amount of viewers in Japan, but this one...
He's not even like an expatriate. He's Japanese. I checked because like, what's going on here?
Yeah, and they were a longtime fan too. They said, I remember in their email, they said they've been a fan since the Weber Cook days.
Ooh.
Yep.
Steak in a boot. That's what that one was.
So yeah, that's in transit. And then there's another big donation here that I wanted to read. Where'd it go? From Kareem. This is a 22 euro donation, and it's to AB specifically. AB is a white-passing, non-Muslim, but half Algerian / half Dutch with an Arab name. I feel you. That is very specific. I feel you a lot when you speak on feeling judged by both sides, and still having Aaron behind you while discussing genocide is crazy, bro. Smiley face.
Appreciate you, Kareem. Thank you.
Boom.
Here's
what I'm doing. Pound it and then kiss the ring.
Nobody's kissing that ring. And also, you're not wearing
please.
it.
They're lining up.
Work.
Pound it and then kiss it.
This is an interesting observation. I didn't really put that together, but the Aaron back there. Like maybe, I would say switch it to like Armin or something, but let's be real. Armin sucks, dude. He's so annoying.
Why would I change? It's the Attack Titan.
Well, because he like kills everybody and ends up.
Hey,
that show is not.
Oh, should I button?
That show is not old enough to be saying shit like that.
It's pretty old at this point.
Oh
Come
my
on.
God.
Anybody who's gonna watch
That
this,
episode
watch
came
it.
out like
you need to button that.
It's too late.
It's out. It's out.
That last episode came out somewhat recently.
Are gonna get Ethan? That was Dan just stuck the fucking.
Okay,
yeah, that was way worse.
You're right. You're right. I'm usually the one complaining about spoilers. I'm sorry to anybody that intended to watch Attack on Titan but still hasn't.
when did that final episode come out?
I think
like
it's
a
been
year
2
ago.
years now.
Oh my God, that is not past the statute of limitations.
It's
2 years
ago.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I have a follow-up from Jared on the 311 cruise. A follow-up to the follow-up. You may have missed this earlier. Dan, of course, 311 played Amber, Beautiful Disaster, and Not the Cure cover Tom mentioned. Ah, right. No repeat songs from 311 all cruise. Come to Vegas next year. Wow, I'm so glad to hear that 311 was able to dip deep into their discography to keep it fresh. Keep it fresh.
I want to go back to Vegas.
You want to go back to Vegas?
Yeah, didn't she say come to Vegas?
They did. Jared did.
Jared.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jared, for the idea. I would love
Ethan?
to.
I'd love to go back to Vegas. We could definitely think about when we want to do that next. I mean, yeah, we should do it. I don't know when, but we can definitely start thinking about it.
Jared, you're the best.
What else? Let me see if there was any other fat ones that we don't want to miss. Here's another $50 one from Stephanie Singer. I was at the dock yesterday and she saw my Star of David necklace and she asked me if I was doing okay. She is not Jewish, but she notices the rise in anti-Semitism. I'm 49 and I've dealt with anti-Semitism my whole life, but this time is scary. Well, I'm sorry.
I hear you.
I'm glad you have a nice doctor.
Yeah,
at least that.
I agree. Well, if you don't have to give gift memberships, man, you're doing it backwards. I pay you.
Really? Wait, how can I get on that?
Woofy just gifted 5. I know. You get paid to be here?
What? Hold on.
They didn't actually give the membership. They just donate. It was a $50 super chat.
I'm talking about Blizzard Woofy.
Oh, I missed
Gifted
that. I'm
5.
sorry.
He gifted 5, yeah.
Oh, shout out.
Well, that's very nice of you, but don't do that.
You shouldn't do that either.
Yeah, don't do
Blizzy.
that. Yeah, we're sending the wolf on this.
Here's an important question. Is there an update on Love's car rap? Yes.
Unfortunately.
We found
Tom
a
worked
place.
it out, right?
Yes. And it's that is also in the works and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wait, what? You've been so excited about it.
I'm not just...
Dude, that's going to be amazing.
I can't wait because Love and I kind of live near each other, and I can't wait for the day where I just see him in the wild.
Yeah, I'm going to stand out quite a lot.
It's going to be impossible to miss this fucking car.
I feel like people are going to recognize me just driving around in
Yeah,
Los
hell
Angeles.
yeah.
And if you do, you got to take a picture.
Hell yeah,
Post that
that's right. That's right. I want pictures of Love.
Oh, it's our subreddit is going to be
Just
fun.
like
Fat Love
JoJo.
Mobile.
Yeah, just like JoJo.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, well, we're at 3 hours 36 minutes, so we should probably wrap it up here.
I just want to say something real quick. I'm sorry.
Everybody's saying I ruined Attack on Titan. I'm so sorry. I really.
Well, okay. To be fair to you, whatever you said makes 0 sense without the context.
That is a very
ruined my whole Disney trip.
very flattened, simplistic explanation of it. And honestly, is even up to debate. That was just my take.
The more
on
you
certain
say, the
aspects of
more.
the story. Okay, I'm just gonna
just
shut
stop
up.
talking about it because
I'm just gonna shut up.
It's not
I'd
debatable.
rather you said my people are mad at me, to be honest, than spoiling.
Say the people turned on you.
I would never.
I was just going to say, in regards to Kareem's chat, thank you again. And I just want to say, I know the haters may not know this, but it is going to bring me joy, pissing them off a little bit. I hope you guys know that the amount of love I get from other Arabs and Muslims in my DMs far outweighs the hate comments.
Really?
And
That's
the
good.
amazing thing is,
That's nice.
these Arabs, I know they're real because they have profile pictures and they have public accounts. I would never out them, but if that is one of you out there, thank you so much. It means a lot. But just so the haters know, you need to get your
You're saying
numbers
in
up, I guess.
opposition to the troll accounts, which are generally some
That's
like
nice.
weird anime avatar or something, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I wanted to shout out actually. This dude Alex made this. I'm actually gonna watch this. I started watching it and I got sucked in. What the hell?
Hello.
Oh,
and welcome to the
yes.
H3 Iceberg.
Why is it?
I don't know.
I do full screen. It goes to my second monitor.
Oh, this guy rocks.
It's because it's an iceberg. It's slippery.
Bizarre moments.
I was
H3
very,
Iceberg.
very
This
impressed by
iceberg
this.
is structured from well-known and
Just
obvious.
double click right there.
You zoomed
Oh,
in.
it takes it.
Yeah,
to
you're right.
the
I don't
monitor.
know. It's probably because the window isn't fully on the second monitor. Try shrinking it a little bit and then pull it up there.
Wait, what the fuck? Why is it so big? Hold on.
You zoomed in.
It's like
there you go.
so fucking big.
Now full screen.
Stop, Zach.
Hey, we got there.
So
All right.
this guy, Alex the Fiction,
Yeah.
has made this unbelievably well done 2 hour, 40-minute long video. The H3 Iceberg. Now I started watching this and I got sucked in for like 15 minutes and I was like, fuck, I have shit to do, but I want to watch this later.
It's really good.
It's just to give you an idea, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the H3 Iceberg. In today's video, we'll be diving deep into the lore, controversies, and bizarre moments from H3 history.
Oh my God,
this
yes, the
iceberg is
Esteban.
structured from well-known and obvious.
No, that's not the
It connects.
Are
It's
you sure?
Well,
that's the,
he
No,
needs
it's
more
not the
separation.
Esteban. What do
To
you
me,
mean?
that's the Esteban.
What? No, that's like a goatee. That's like a classic.
That's like the
Do you
That's
not
goatee.
have?
It doesn't connect.
It looks just like. Oh, I
And he
guess
has a
you
full
don't have
beard.
any on the. Oh, I take it all back. I take it all back.
Yeah.
Alex, your facial hair is great.
It's
though.
great. It's just
great.
not the
Yeah,
Esteban.
with peace and love, Olivia, you have no idea what
You're
talking
right.
about.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have spoken.
I am sending you a demand for
way
retraction. Okay.
No.
You have 20 days to retract.
I'm out of my league on
no.
this one.
Oh no.
I retract.
Oh, that was easy.
It's over.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
easy.
and I apologize.
Thank you. So you know what? It's that easy.
That'd be sick if
Dreams
that's how
and
it went,
obscure
by the way.
I mean,
That's
so
like an ideal outcome, right? For everybody.
I agree. No, listen. If he was like, I retract, I either am ignorant or I lied or I was wrong, whatever. The thing is, he will get decimated, I feel like, by his own community.
Well,
it'd be great if he did that. Yeah.
and we all just move on with our lives.
I personally think that there's almost a 0% chance of that happening just because he's so entrenched. And then he made the second video being like, so the YouTubers who denied a genocide responded. Like he's like doubling down
Yeah,
on
but
it.
like you said, it's like, I don't know. It's a little more real now.
Absolutely. It's as real as it gets.
Right. So, I don't know. Anyways, anywho.
Yeah, so just to give you an idea, this guy really...
Hila Klein just gifted 5 podcast memberships.
Who did?
Hila Klein.
Hila, you don't get that concept. Hila...
Well, hold on.
They give us...
The gifting is...
That's actually
when it's a
different.
super
It's
chat,
nice. Yeah.
it is just kind of
You're right.
giving money to YouTube, but at least some fans get something out of
You're
the
right.
gifted.
That's
Yeah.
true. Oh, that was so generous, Hila.
Yeah.
3 gifted, bro.
Thanks for the gifted. They get it.
Oh my God! Thank you for the gifted sub.
Oh, Alex the Fiction is here.
Oh, he's here.
Oh my God.
And he's
He
not
says,
happy.
member of 2 years, salutations, salute. He says it is not the Esteban. So even he is
I know.
taking
I know.
the
I'm
issue.
so sorry.
Yeah, just to like, you know.
I am so sorry.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
one. Wow.
Topics to
you.
cover.
I buy it.
So I've enlisted many members of the H3 community to help.
Oh, and then the other
Yeah.
thing is he got collaborations from all these people.
What?
Oh my God,
Contributed.
Yes, he does the Jeopardies too, and he like gets all of them together and plays games.
They all fucking contributed to the video.
Yeah.
Even Russ. Russ is in.
Amazing.
Russ.
That is blowing me away. That Russ.
Avery Morgan.
It's
The
being
Enigma,
called the
right?
biggest
Roman.
H3 collaboration in history.
Yeah, even Bo
From
Blacks.
classic goofs and gaffs to swatting incidents
Yeah.
and even criminal threats. We're covering it all. This is going to be a long one, so sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy the H3 Iceberg.
All right.
You hit the editing on this so good. It's like one of those classic nostalgic iceberg.
Wait.
He invested
I
time.
was already seeing one of the pictures was an old picture of me and said Dan had hair.
Whoa.
That is,
And that was like
that's-
deep in the lore. Presumably that isn't that surprising to people, right? I was not born bald.
Well,
I
wait, you
thought
weren't
you
born
were.
bald?
No,
I was.
no.
I was.
That
I think
baby
people-
I'm in my
you were
late
bald.
30s, my guys. It happens.
I
It's
think
coming
people
for
just
all of you.
assume
It's coming for
you're-
all of you. You too, Ethan.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Please.
Coming for
When?
me.
It's coming.
When, Dan?
It's coming.
Oh,
When?
It's not coming for me, for sure.
Get out of here.
Look at us, so
It is
confident,
not
Nate.
coming for
Get
me.
out of here. You don't know what you're talking about.
So, anywho, he starts from the top down, I believe.
Yeah.
Peace and love. That's the first one. Obvious, right? Presented by Alex.
Peace and love is a
That's
phrase
him.
often associated with former Beatles drummer Ringo Starr. This phrase made its way into the H3 lexicon during H3 podcast number 205, when Ethan and Hila reacted to a now iconic video of Ringo Starr announcing that he would no longer be accepting fan mail. In the video, Ringo repeatedly uses the phrase,
peace and love,
making it both memorable and hilarious. The phrase quickly became a staple within the H3 community, often used to end a statement in a polite or lighthearted way, or to soften the impact of something that might otherwise come off as harsh. Ironically, the phrase can sometimes be used to have the opposite effect, making a blunt statement sound even more dismissive when tacked on at the end.
Actually, I never eat the butts of anything, like the ends of chicken fingers, the ends of burgers.
I don't eat the crust. Why are you hating on the end?
I think it's a way to keep skinny. Dolly Parton once said she only eats the first bite and not the last
with peace
bite.
and love, it's not working.
With peace and love, it's not working for you either, whatever you're doing, and you're working out. I'm not even working out, and I'm skinnier than you.
Whether it's used genuinely...
I got this far, and I was laughing because she's so funny. She is so funny.
She's great.
She is.
She's amazing.
It was a great show. It really was. It was a great show.
What can you say? What can you say?
I'm looking at all these. I'm trying to find a fun one just to hit.
So Bobby was in here too somewhere.
Oh, so Russ just donated 50 subs.
No way,
Oh,
Russ.
come on now,
Stop,
Russ.
man.
You're too good.
Too much.
You're too good to me. Russie, baby. Thank you so much. That's so generous. I'm so grateful to you. Oh, the Gatsby. I missed the Gatsby.
We still have it. It's just.
Can we please prioritize fixing that?
My dad is coming soon. He could probably fix it.
Oh, please. I'll pay any amount. I'll do anything. Just bring my boy back.
My dad is such a dad. He'll be ecstatic to hear that he gets to fix something.
He's like sort of an amateur mechanic too, right? Doesn't he work on cars?
Yeah,
stuff?
he's like an engineer.
Not that it's a car, but it's like it's getting there. It
is kind of.
He used to build like electric little cars for me when I was a baby, like straight from scratch.
Wow.
So
maybe the Hawk can fucking revive the Gatsby. That'd be awesome.
I always forget.
I need
He's
to
gonna
know
be
how
here
long
over Easter.
Okay.
Well,
when is that?
That's this month.
I think it's later this month. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be here super soon. So
Okay.
a couple weeks.
Let's get him on it.
If you get bored with him and he wants to like hang out with me or something, he can. If he wants to like play catch.
Yeah,
me or
maybe you can
something.
take him for
Yeah.
the Monday and Tuesday. I got some things
Yeah,
to do.
whatever.
Okay, cool.
Maybe
Why you want to
Wednesday,
hang out with his
too.
dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, just yeah.
Because do you want to be like the Hawk? You want to soar high like the Hawk?
No, I just want to have that bonding experience.
Yeah.
You want to know what it feels like to have a dad?
I get it. We can share.
No, I keep playing on the joke that Love's dad has come like several times from Sweden, and I'm still waiting for my dad to come from Michigan.
Bro, samesies. My parents visited me one time in my 5 years in Santa Cruz. And it's not even that far. Your dad at least lives on the other side of the country.
Santa Cruz is like a
I'm playing
5-6 hour drive.
Yeah,
My-
it's like
Not
literally,
that bad.
it's like not even half a state away.
My dad is super busy right now, especially with everything that's going on with Trump. His organization is fighting a lot of this stuff with ICE.
yeah,
and
you're
everything.
right. He's probably working overtime right now. All right. Well, at least he's, I don't know if that softens at all, but he's doing important work at least.
Yeah, my dad wasn't doing shit.
Yeah, your dad just at a Dodgers game.
My dad was retired, I think, when I was in college already.
Oh, my dad says he's excited to do it.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
He's gonna be here next week.
Let's go, Hawk!
Let's go.
Please, I
Wait,
need the
next
Gatsby
week?
back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that soon.
Apparently,
Get the Gatsby
I always,
back
I always
soon.
just say come and then be.
Speaking of the Gatsby, let's learn real fast here. See what. Fupa Troopa.
The fan channel, I guess.
The Gatsby is a mobility scooter that Ethan Klein purchased as a loving homage to all the Mobility Mary and Mobility Scooter related clips frequently featured on the H3 podcast. Ethan
Genuinely,
became
one of the
fascinated-
hardest I've ever laughed ever working here was shooting this sketch. I like hurt my stomach from laughing so hard.
It's
during
so
this.
funny. I don't know what it is.
Mobility
It's
scooters
so goddamn
after
funny.
reacting to several
That was just, it was just
of
me.
people causing chaos
It was just the
on them.
four of us, I think,
Most
right?
notably, Mobility Mary. who
I
we
think this
mentioned
was
later in
pre-Zach.
Iceberg. For
Oh,
a
it was
brief
pre-Zach,
but
so just
bloody
three of us.
experience,
No, I was
the
there.
Gatsby
Were you?
became a
Okay,
staple
maybe
of the show.
it was a little bit later
Okay,
than I
so
thought, but
it's pretty big. But with a skilled driver, I think. Okay, well.
Guests were often invited to make their grand entrance by riding in on the Gatsby, adding a layer of absurdity and charm to the podcast.
No problem.
So
Ian, you
as
ready?
a fan, I always
Keep an eye.
wondered
Don't
if
be
you
on
were
your
playing
phone
this
out
up.
there.
But when we moved out of this office, I drove that out into the elevator, and I do not know how you did it in such like only a couple tries. It was so fucking hard to get out of that little doorway.
Well, he did it by.
Well, I didn't
smashed the
I
freaking
smashed through.
drywall.
Yeah, I definitely smashed through.
That was part of why I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
He literally had this thing for less than 10 minutes, and the office was already getting fucking trashed.
Yeah, I did not make it gracefully through that.
This is life and death.
All right, here we go.
Our
Man, this
neighbors
was,
must have hated us.
we could do anything at
It's
this
up to 10.
place.
It's up to 10. Oh, we're getting a little wobbly.
These are all like doctor's
However,
offices.
this beat was short-lived after the crew realized...
Oh yeah, the mailman.
Dude, that guy was.
I miss that guy.
That guy was
asked him
cool
to
as
hop
He was a
on, and he
king.
did.
Yeah, our mailman was
danger
awesome.
of
cool
allowing
as
guests
fuck.
to recklessly drive the scooter indoors.
So without further ado,
Bobby
oh,
my
and
God.
Kalila, please
What a
enter.
moment.
Yeah, right now.
what a moment in
Here we
time.
go.
Mobility.
I could laugh about it now. I was so annoyed that day when he did that.
Oh, it's so funny. I'm glad no one was hurt. If someone was hurt, it'd be not funny.
Yeah. Well,
Didn't he get hurt?
he got hurt.
He was fine. I mean, maybe
Not like
he was-
seriously,
Yeah, not
but yes, he smushed his foot pretty good.
Didn't he later announce that he actually wanted to get really, really hurt so they could go?
He said he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
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 He
No,
said
and
that-
and it's true that he did it on purpose because the reason at the time I was so annoyed is we explained the gag that he was going to drive through this thing, and he backs the Gatsby up like 30 feet. And I was like, you don't have to do that. It has enough power. You can just be right behind the banner and just go through. And he was like, shut up, dude.
It's Bobby Lee.
Yeah, I know.
Maniac.
I was like, okay. And then we did it, and he immediately just fucking full blasts into the wall and fucks his foot up. And I'm like,
I think
bro.
there's another angle of it.
Well, we stopped that after that ended the Gatsby arc.
That was the last time, I believe. Yeah.
We had all of our guests come on to the studio via Gatsby and they would break through a poster of their face. And he killed it. Yeah.
Alex recommended a timestamp.
I see
He
that.
said,
Alex the Fiction says watch it 34 minutes. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Papa Gut.
Majority female audience. Ethan has often mentioned that the H3 podcast audience skews female, with a reported breakdown of around 60% female and 40% male.
But you guys, I don't know if you've been surprised to know this. The majority of our audience is women. It's like 60-40. I'm that
Most
guy.
creators, aren't their audiences predominantly male, like most male creators?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, when we were doing H3 Productions, it was like 90% male, 10% women.
Oh, wow.
And I used to always hate that. I was like, man, how the fuck am I alienating women so bad with my content?
Yeah.
Can we show this? Is this okay to show?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, show it.
I just screenshotted this right now. So for anyone wondering, this is
What is it now? Is it
what is
still
it?
about the same?
I'll
Still about the same.
Probably.
Guilty as charged. What can I say? The women love me.
The women be shopping.
The women be shopping and watching H3 show.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Gender demographics pan out.
This is notable because most male YouTubers tend to have predominantly male audiences.
It's true, Papa.
The female majority is evident in H3 related spaces, including their live events, Discord communities, and fan interactions.
It's true.
Some fans also speculate that the reason that this is happening is because Ethan is gay and Papa Gut is.
Whoa. Hold the phone. That I don't. I've never heard that theory.
It's better.
It is.
That's it. Okay, Papa Gut sabotage.
We've ticked up a little bit. It's 61.5% female
shit.
now. So
Hey,
we've
girl. The men
are
increased
leaving.
by what? 2.5% or so?
5%.
And then what's interesting, male is at 37.7, and user specified means 0.9. I guess is that like non-binary or something?
Yeah.
I don't know why it says
User
user
spec-
specified.
It's just
as the
other.
other
Probably,
category.
like other.
I guess it's just other. So there you go. There it is.
Well, we love the women. We love the ladies. You know what I mean?
And we love the theys.
You know,
It's so true.
we love it. We love love, and we love loving it. But with all that being said,
We're like
check it out.
We're way over.
We'll put the link in the description. We'll
I'll do that right now.
You can spam it in chat too, Mod. And I'm gonna watch it myself. I'll try if I remember, and you guys can remind me. I want to keep plugging it because it's such a great video, and frankly, it's useful. Like this, we've been needing a video like this, and
Go there and don't forget to check out h3lore.com. It's always updating. It's always evolving. Our boy Waddles is always adding new features. He just added that whole breakdown of psychology in Seattle's previous ratings. So check that out too. The link to that is always in the description. Alex the Fiction, right? Yeah. Iceberg video.
5-minute origin.
Regarded as unacceptable to the woke authoritarian moralists who now insist, for example, that we celebrate Pride Month, not hour or day.
Hey, are you doing shtick? It's a whole month. Who needs a whole month?
Pride Month.
Don't even get me started on Black History Month. Who needs a month? Where's my white Pride Month?
Month.
He's doing like a stand-up routine now.
Are we?
A month?
I just want to.
One day, maybe. A month? That's a sin. Too much pride.
Pride Month, not hour or day or week.
Hour? Is that what he wants? Pride hour? That's all he wants for them?
Yeah. Well,
Pride
I see.
hour,
This
guys.
is the
That's
Pride
all.
Minute origin. Oh.
You guys get 1 hour.
This is where Pride Minute came from, right?
Yeah, this is from
Got it.
him.
Yeah,
Jordan coined it.
Yeah.
He wants a pride purge. You have one day a year.
I forgot it was related to Jordan.
He goes, okay, ready? Okay, go. You get 1 hour. And then you're all being rounded up after that. No more pride after 1 hour. You get 1 hour, bucko?
1 hour.
Enjoy it while it lasts, you fucking sinner.
It'll be called the No Homo Hour.
No homo.
It's for 1 hour. It's not gay.
For this 1 hour where pride is no longer a sin, I'm going to tell my daughter I love her and that I'm proud of all the work she's done, because otherwise it's a sin.
Pride.
What an idiot.
But month, and to have literally called it Pride Month instead of LGBT plus month or whatever else alphabet
This is so psycho, this
you're really
rant.
making a point here, and it's actually just embarrassing. This is
What's
like
crazy too is this is actually still before he truly went off the deep end. And you can tell because his suit's kind of normal.
He's kind of.
He's wearing just like a
put
normal
together a
suit.
little bit.
He's not like the Riddler yet.
Right. Right.
I'm 14 and this is deep level of thinking. It's nuts. This guy is a celebrated thinker.
which is currently insisted upon as the only acceptable enlightened terminology. I don't regard pride as a virtue. It has been classically...
I won't call it Pride Month. For example, I don't call Black History Month Black History Month. It's outrageous to compel my speech. I call it Black Folks Month. I find that easier to say.
Regarded as a sin. I don't see that sexual orientation or sexual desire of any sort is something to celebrate or to take pride
Yeah,
in.
because you're straight and you never been prosecuted for being gay. You never had people
Anyway,
wanting
gets-
to... You never, of course. And you're telling...
Ethan's spitting right now. Bigoted man.
Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Why was that a whoa moment?
Bigoted man. Just like,
okay.
oh my God, it's us.
Right on the nose.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh,
You said
thank you,
whoa
Howard.
as I checked my stock portfolio, and I didn't know if that was in my head or not. I couldn't believe the number I just saw.
How bad is it? Bad or good?
It's.
I mean, I know it's not good, but is it worse?
It's worse. Yeah, it's worse.
Why? It went, the S&P went up today.
I thought so too, but no.
Maybe it didn't update yet. I mean, I'm looking at it. It went up 6. It went up.
Update it. I
You're
think.
probably looking at aftermarket, maybe.
Well, let me see aftermarket. I don't. Does it update in the aftermarket? Mine doesn't.
Past hour down 0.5%.
Yeah, it's
You're looking
aftermarket.
at past hour, bro. You're gonna drive yourself nuts.
I haven't looked at my portfolio in probably 3-4 weeks. Like
Yeah,
genuinely,
I don't want to look at it.
I'm not gonna sell it. I'm not gonna buy.
I'm gonna
more.
buy it. I'm scrounging. I'm putting my change together. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a move.
You're literally not supposed to look at your portfolio.
Yeah,
It's
guys.
the best
Okay, but
bet.
you guys don't know if I end up getting fired and all my money's in stocks, I gotta go to Mike from PA and fucking beg him.
He's gonna make
to save
the
me.
kingmaker.
Well, I mean, you're saying that like it's a bad thing, but it sounds like you got a good backup
Yeah,
plan.
you got job security, bro.
Yeah, bro. Safety net.
He has a show.
He has a
Well, you
show.
have to apologize and beg for forgiveness.
I'm being sent back to fucking Sweden if I get fired.
Right.
I'd rather go to Sweden for the first time.
Yeah, that sounds kind of
All right, everyone.
dude.
We're having
Yeah.
too much fun here at the H3 show.
Yeah,
it's
we gotta
Wednesday.
go.
Tomorrow we'll be here for members, and we're going to be having so much fun in our Lyrics Born extravaganza and more. Members, please come and join us. Thank you, members, for your gracious support. Everybody, we will be back for everyone, and we'll see you all on Friday. This is Ethan Klein with the whole gang saying peace and love. Peace and love.
Never gonna let you down, never gonna run.